What's going on, everybody? What's good, fam? What's good? What's good? Yes. Hope everybody chilling today. Day 5. It's day 5, y'all. It's day 5. Y'all can tell it's a little dark in here, so y'all already know what's going on as far as that goes. And yeah. Yesterday was pretty good. We made like an hour. So let me take my earbud out. So this one here gonna be a quick one, short one too, about an hour. We ain't gonna hold nobody up for forever. Forever. Sweet Thumb, what's going on, bro? She said, what's good, fam? Boy, y'all better get in here and enjoy yourself. Hey. She said, man, matter of fact, right now, while I got a chance, boy, whew, hard to find. Hard to find when I'm looking for you. I hope everybody is having a splendid, wonderful, fantabulous. What's up, Shay Love? How you doing, my sister? Welcome in. You better get in here and enjoy yourself, girl. I ain't seen you in a minute. And it ain't all on you, child. We get trying to get around, get to everybody. Let me see here. There we go. Make sure we're still connected. All right. There we go. Okay, my bad, y'all. What had happened was, here we go. Um, y'all know from time to time your boy already be over here struggle streaming, especially when we running off our backup power. And I looked down and man, my doggone computer wasn't plugged up. I don't know how long it ain't been plugged up. So I had to hit the little button and connect it. So my apologies, family. I'm sorry about that, y'all. This ain't gonna be no long conversation. We just gonna talk. We gonna chop it up. But y'all see the question. Let me make sure my audio is still good. Audio, yep, still connected. Um, I think everything else is good. I see y'all rolling up in here. Sweet Thumb, she said, Pieces of April. How you doing, young lady? Miss Grace Guy, Miss Tamika Davis. Yes. East Dad, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Welcome in. I'm always happy when I get to catch you and you get to catch me. Uh, I'm doing something I normally don't do because I ain't gonna try to make this a long one. Like I said, I got the link in the chat already, and I'm gonna drop it again. I'm gonna state my opinion. I know I tend to have some extended monologues from time to time, especially when I'm trying to really hone in on a piece of subject matter that I'm passionate about. But um without it being a damn versus, because everything a versus these days, can we just say that in my opinion, as somebody who was raised by a single mother for the majority of my life, men matter, dads matter. That's just my opinion. I'm willing to hear other people's opinions. But it's a lot of dudes out here getting it in. There's a lot of fathers out here getting it in. Um, Same way moms do. But sometimes you just wonder who raised you. When you see folk in the world, in general, in life, from different socio-economic backgrounds, it ain't just for po folk. We all know there is some po folk in the world. But it's folk out here who got plenty of money, who had more resources that they were born with than I'd have never had in my life, and they still ain't worth a damn as human beings. And with that being said, it was ironic because that conversation kind of came up a little bit. I was listening to Miss T a while ago. I think the conversation was about dating, but it kind of rolled into men and Big Rooster. Shout out Big Rooster. OG has said something that I agree with. Um, I might say it differently, but I agree. It came up the whole idea of can a man, can a woman raise a man? And uh I say yes and no. And here's why. Because can a woman ever teach a boy the ins and outs of being a man? No. Right. Got that. Done. But can a woman teach a man how to be a decent human being, how to be a good person? Absolutely. So it's complicated. I think it's a little bit more nuanced. To me, these is one of them things that's just not a cut and dry, straight black and white type uh issue. I think it's very circumstantial, situational, but I do think it's possible. Is that see, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Each dad said, I've seen a great deal of positive brothers out there raising their children. You doggone right, man. You doggone right. Steph, how you doing, Steph? Steph Shockley, you better get in here and enjoy yourself. By the way, I forgot to ask. Uh, uh, if y'all don't mind, please share this live out. If you don't mind doing so, it was kind of last minute, almost like a pop up. Even though I had it ready, I pushed it ahead because I was gonna go on like super later, but I'm trying to adjust my schedule right now, so I'm doing it a little bit earlier. So next week I can really be back on another schedule, and that's exhausting. But it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, share this live out, and tag African Dreaming in it when you share it, and get back in here and drop that hashtag BCIAC into the chat, please, and thank you. So I done dropped it twice now, and okay, there we go. See, somewhat tucked away back there in the bushes. I was just finna say I'm finna drop this link one more time, and here is none other than the OG, the Big Rooster himself. What's going on, fam?
Man, listen, I'm in the office and I'm on the back highway, so I may be fading in and out on you, but I'm definitely listening. And
Oh,
man,
it's
it was
yeah, it's all good.
yeah. So
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was
Yeah,
I remember that I think it was, I ain't gonna say no names who said it, but they said don't let not having a father in your life use or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it worked, but
yeah.
you can't necessarily say that not having a father is for not being a man. It's like it was something that not
Right.
necessarily, you can, a man, like it goes back to a conversation we had on TikTok with you, myself, unbiased, someone else was in there. And
Uh-huh.
a man needs a woman, and a woman needs a man, but a man also needs a man. You know what I'm saying, in his life to show
Mm-hmm.
him,
Yeah.
to guide him, to teach him, to rear him, and sometimes, if a man has to push another man out the nest, you know what I'm saying? Because a mama ain't gonna push you out the nest like a man will. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right. Fact.
You know.
Yeah, no, that's real.
So yeah, it's a great.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%, man. And I feel you when you say that because you 100% right. And I tell you what, Big Rooster, if you start getting too choppy or fading off, just turn your camera off and it should increase the voice connection because you won't be pulling bandwidth for video. So yeah. I hope you can still hear me. Okay, Big Rooster's still with us. He's still with us, I think. It's just a little choppy. But
I'm still here, but like I said, you in and out, so I'm gonna let you talk, Moses. And if I feel like I got a good point to talk, I'll talk with
okay, bet. Sound good to me, bro. For anybody else, man or woman, who got any opinions, who got any thoughts, and you just want to share your. Oh, okay. Look, I see some. Let me see you backstage. I see you, bro. I see you. Let me bring up none other than East Dad. What's going on?
What's up, my brother? My brother, Big Rooster. What's going on? Good to see you, player.
Chilling, chilling.
Ain't nothing, man. The topic is really intriguing me, bro. And I said, let me spend a few minutes and come in here, African Dream and Liar, live, and
Yeah.
just say what's up and just offer a little bit of my opinion on what I've seen in life. Now, unfortunately, I've seen a lot of brothers that they ain't about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got nothing going on. They ain't trying to have nothing going on. They don't want to move forward. But the fact that I've also seen that outweighed by the fact that I was raised by a decent father. Unfortunately, he died prematurely. He
Right.
died young. I was just a boy.
My
You know,
condolences, bro.
I was 12 years old when he passed away. And
Yeah.
he was a Marine. He was in service, et cetera, et cetera. But regardless of that fact, not only my father, I had the privilege of growing up to be around a lot of positive brothers that I've seen raise their daughters, their sons. And, to hear the narrative in modern times that we live in, and that, men ain't a piece of nothing and they ain't got, you know, unfortunately, I just chalk that up as you just being around people that are about that life. That's not necessarily everybody,
Facts.
every man, you know.
Facts.
So basically, that's the gist of it all, in my opinion. So, unfortunately, I've been around those people that are talking at what I conceive as nonsense. Saying that all men are in this one pot, when that's absolutely insane to even think like that. And just the simple fact that I've been around, more than a few brothers that are really out here doing what they got to do. They get up, they do their job. Yeah, I've seen guys that got a lot of money and everything, but they still really taking care of their kids. Like
Right. Right.
they model their children. I would like to model my children out of some of the values that I see them dropping on their children, man. And I just wanted to come up here real fast and just say that, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And the topic really intrigued me. That's why I had to come share it with y'all. And I'm in here getting ready for work. I'm in the bathroom, so
I know you always busy, bro. You always busy.
I keep it
Thank
moving,
you.
man. That's
I
that's the
know.
way of
Thank you.
life.
That's it, fam. That's it.
Yeah,
Hey, I just want to say thank you, bro. I know you busy. Thank you for taking the
yeah, man.
time, but conversations like this and even what you just said is what helps break the stigma. And because it's real one side heavy, and that ain't gonna change unless people acknowledge things that the involved and good fathers are out here doing and the ways they participate. So much love, fam. Much
Salute,
love.
my brother. Yeah, it's
All right,
always good to have a conversation with other men about what we all see and understand. So
for sure.
again, man, it's a pleasure. Big Rooster, y'all have a blessed day, man. I'm out.
All right, fam.
All right,
Take care,
peace.
bro. We'll holler. Uh, Thank you, Sweet Pea. For those who don't know, yeah, that is East Dad. East Dad, if you still listening, if one of the mod, I don't know if P or A busy, I don't see no other mods in here. If y'all could drop East Dad link and Big Rooster link, um, get him connected so y'all can go over there and watch it. He's a gamer, but he's a fun gamer. A lot of interesting games I like. So, Big Rooster, do you think I got a question for you now? Do you think it's at a point where the narrative is starting to change a little bit and more people are recognizing that there are men out here who are engaged and active in their children's lives and because I would never no have ever had the desire to see every woman as just a random baby mama or unfit mother, and I ain't never seen all men, black or any other ethnicity, as all deadbeats. It's like for you to think like that, going back to what East Dad said, that must be what your circle is, what your world is, because who raised you, man? Go ahead, my bro.
So, so forgive me if I break up a little bit, but I'm
No,
gonna
you
tell you
good.
what gets me excited. I'm gonna tell you what gets me excited, Jay. I'm not saying I was the best father, but I was a damn good father to my kids,
Mm-hmm.
and and they wasn't raised in the house with me. You know what I'm saying? We were separate,
Right.
but I was always there. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it counted, or when even when it didn't count, I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what excites me nowadays is I see I see young men walking down the street with their kids, man, holding hands, pushing babies in strollers, man. That excites the hell out of me because that right
Me
there,
too.
man, I didn't see that a lot growing up. You know what I'm saying? So when I see that, man, I'll hunk at the dude or wave at the dude, tell him, hey man, you doing a great job, man. Keep being the dad that you are. You know what I'm saying? Not that he needs
For sure.
validation from me. It's just the fact that the man is taking time out of his life to be with his kid, to show his kid things, to talk with his kids, to play with his kids, to teach his kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And to
for
just
sure.
be a father. You know what I'm saying? So there's a
Exactly.
lot of good. I think we've heard it so much that fathers ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French.
No, you good,
That
fam.
a lot of these fathers, a lot of these young fathers now are starting to be more active in their kids' lives. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that right there excites the hell out of me, man. I love when I see shit like that. You know.
Me too. Me too. What's up, J3? Welcome in, bro. The link is in the chat for anybody who want to come up, say anything, um, give their opinion on who raised you. Do dads matter? Did they matter to you? How you turn out? How you didn't turn? Whatever you want to discuss. Uh, Again, it's just an open conversation. Uh, but to what Rooster just said, it excites me too, man. Because now you see the dude, you know the little slang thing you wear in the front,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the little holder thing.
yeah,
Man, you see
yeah,
dudes walking around with that joint on. Even over here in Africa, man, when we in town, when we go to the city, it's I don't know what it is about the weekends down there. Sometimes you see the whole family, like the mama, the kid, and sometimes you'll just see the dad. And I don't know if they just giving mama like a break day or what, but you will see. I saw, kid you not, all of them was looked like they had to be under 5 years old. It was one just old enough to like walk on his own, and then it was another little boy that was like he was walking, but he was trying to bend over and hold his hand, and he had the little girl up in his arms. So all through the mall, the daddy was kind of walking like leaned over to one side and shit. You see a lot of that over here. What's up, Sassy?
Yeah.
Welcome in. Uh, but yeah, man, I think the narrative's starting to change a little bit, bro, because it's just too much. I think it ran its course, man. I think it's lasted long enough. I'm not saying that every man out there is perfect. Hey, Unicorn Lady
Right.
Tech. Uh, and like you said, whether you necessarily in the home or not, that does not mean that you still can't have involvement and be active in your child's life. Lashus,
Right.
what's good
Right.
there? Yeah.
Hey, Jay, I want to say this. I want to tell everybody this. You know, I grew up without a dad. You know, not that he couldn't have been a part of my life, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell everybody this that's growing up without a dad. I want to say to you, whoever it is, uh, let that be a lesson. Let that be a lesson how not to be with your children. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's the best lesson my dad ever taught me was how not to
Mm-hmm.
be towards my children. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. 100, bro. And I want you to elaborate on something else. I know you in the office, so as long as you got time, I'm gonna try to talk your ear off. Now, because I know what you mean when you say that. All right, East Dad, take care, bro. Take care. Um, I know what you mean when you say that, but excuse me, elaborate a little bit more on what you mean when you say a woman can't raise a man, because it ain't really that you said he can't. You just talked about, elaborate on that so people won't misunderstand you and can get a deeper
Well,
understanding of
well,
what you mean.
well it goes back to what you said. A woman's job ain't to teach you how to go out, fish, build, work on cars. I mean, I'm not saying that a woman can't do that. Because a woman
Right,
can do it all. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
I feel like I know a woman can do it all because I was raised by a woman. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
but it ain't for her to teach you to go out and be a provider, a
Right,
protector.
right.
You know, just all the things that men should be showing their kid. Like, man, hey, listen, man, I got a son. He ain't shit as a
Yeah.
son, but he a hell of a daddy.
There you
Hey,
go.
hey, man, when I tell you this, he is a hell of a dad, man. Hey, man, I watch him, Jay. I really watch him, like when he's gone away for a while,
Yeah.
you know, uh, and I'll pick him
What's
up
up,
at the
Sheik?
airport and I'll drop him off at his kids, right, to his kids.
Mm-hmm.
Man, them kids go crazy when they see
Yeah.
him. So I know, like hell, he's doing what I taught him to do. Be a dad to your children. But a woman's job is to nourish. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm putting them in a category, but she's there to make sure you're okay. But the dad has to teach you how to make sure that when you grow up and become an adult, you have to provide and make sure that she's okay, so that she can make sure that the family is okay. You see what I'm
That
saying? He
part.
has to be the strong man. She
Yeah.
something go wrong in the house. It ain't for her to fix. It's for you to fix. If something go wrong with the car, it's for you.
Yeah.
If you can't fix it, you can take it to the shop. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Just just those type of things, Jay. You know what I'm saying? So,
I know
like I
exactly
said,
what you mean.
a woman can raise a man, but it's not her job. She it's not her job to teach you how to be a man. A man has to do that. You know what I'm
And
saying?
even if it's other men, hey, what's up, Vision Preparedness? Welcome in. She, we here. Welcome in, she. I'm gonna say I agree 100%, man, because even if it's like we didn't kind of discuss before, it could be men from the neighborhood, it could be men from
Right.
the church, it could be dudes from the block, it could be dudes from anywhere. It's just certain things about this life. Happy Mac, welcome in, family. How you doing? It's just certain things about manhood for boys that you can only pick up and acquire from another man. And I'm gonna tell you now, the first person in my life that hurt my feelings was a man. Now, did my mama hurt my feelings when she would say, "No, you can't have this," or "No, you can't do that"? But man, between my big cousins and my uncles, they was the ones that was like, if you don't go somewhere and sit your ass down, like, keep stuff that I could kind of get away with. My mama, she got to tell me 4-5 times, "No, don't do this. No, don't do that." Shit.
Yep.
My uncles,
Yep.
I was a whole different person. She even talked about it one day. I heard her and my aunt in the kitchen talking about it when I was little. My uncle got so tired of me just getting in stuff. He went outside and we played, and I didn't know at the time he was really just wearing me down. And when we went back in the house, I got some drink, sat in the living room. He told me to stay in the living room, because I had a bad habit of going back through my cousin's room, digging and rambling and stuff. He said, "Stay in the living room." All my uncles only had to tell me to do something one time. That was it.
One
That
time.
was it. Yeah. So it makes a difference, bro.
It makes a big difference, Jay. And that's totally right, man. When a man tell you, it's totally different. Even if he's using a calm voice, it's something totally. But a woman, like you say, as a young man, we're not listening to our moms the way, we know she's telling us right. Because if you really look back at it, we always go back and say, "My mama was right." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's crazy, it's crazy. But when a man said, you know what I'm saying, we listen. We may gripe about it, but we listen. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Yeah, that's real.
So
that's real.
Yeah, you're totally right, man. You're totally right, Jay. Your mom got to tell you 3, 4, 5 times. You know what I'm saying? I think
Hey, Rooster, I know you
was,
can't see it. I know you can't see it, so I'm gonna read it to you. I see you back there, bro. You ready to come up? You can cam up or cam down. All right. She said at African Dream, and I had to enlist men from the community, church, and friends for my son to be around. It is nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. And the most powerful words you said in that whole statement was community. Community. It means something. Vision Preparedness. What's going on, bro? Rooster, you finish your thought, then I'm gonna get the vision. I just want to say hey and welcome up here, bro.
I was just saying, what's up, Vision? I was just saying in general, what you said. A woman got to tell us 3 or 4 times, but when a man said, we tend to listen the first time, even though we gripe about it, we listen the first time. So, but the woman, she got to tell us 10, 12 times. I'm gonna say real fast. I remember my most embarrassing moment was my mama always used to have to tell me to take out the garbage. I mean, like on a daily. And one day she pulled up, and I was standing outside talking to my friends, and she said to me, "Did you take the garbage out?" I said, "No." She said, "Didn't I tell you to take the garbage out?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take it out in a minute." Man, mama hauled off, Jay, right in front of my friend, and told me, "Now you get your ass upstairs and take that garbage out."
Yep. Right.
So yeah, man,
Yeah,
that just
yeah. It get real. And you know what?
and you still don't listen, even though that's the crazy part. You
Yeah,
still don't listen when you should to a woman, but if a man tell you, you know what I'm saying, it's totally different.
especially that authoritative figure that you respect, like a daddy, like an uncle, like a older cousin or a elder or somebody from the church or something. And I'm gonna welcome in Vision Preparedness. I want to hear what he think on this topic, but I wanna say something real quick. It's unfortunate to me, and I hear it used quite often. A lot of women say this, and it get complicated. It get complicated because it's like, oh, I had to be hard. I had to do this. I had to do that. And I'm not saying that's an excuse for how all women act and behave, but I do have a sensitivity to it, especially if you take like what she just said. Nothing will make a woman harder, faster than trying to raise a boy growing into a man in this world. Because of like what Rooster just said, sometimes you got to haul off and clap that. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit him with that heat, and and that's a real masculine, manly way to be. But if you're trying to keep this son you love alive, you got to give him tough love, and then women get pulled out of their softness and just maybe they just wanted to be that homemaker if that's what they chose, or maybe they want to work and be a home, whatever. But yeah, it's complicated. But Vision, go ahead, my brother. Welcome in. How you doing this after evening?
I'm doing well, fellas. Just got out of a meeting and just happened to click on this, and here you go again. Here one more time. But it's absolutely right. But like you said, the key is it doesn't have to be a dad. It has to be a male figure, an uncle, a neighbor, men from the church, whatever. Because Big Rooster was absolutely right. Our mamas tell us to do something 1,000 times, and dad or uncle or whoever walk in the room and say it once, and our mouth shuts and we scatter to go do it.
Yeah.
There's been many times where my grandmother, she raised 4 grandsons. We was all over there and raising terror. I'm talking havoc. And all she had to do was say, your grandfather be home in 5 minutes. And you talk about settle down, please. You talking about literally sitting down and it is quiet.
Yep.
And grandpa walk in the house. Hey, grandpa, how you doing? Like we ain't did nothing. And grandma standing there looking at us like, y'all little Negro, y'all been hell all day long. She kept a stack of wooden yardsticks behind the basement door. And she said, don't y'all touch them yardsticks. And because she used them on us. She break, 2 or 3 of them in a day. But I'm serious. That's just grandma was 4'11" and she ain't play. She pick up the closest thing she could get in her hand and start swinging. But when grandpa walk in, dead silent. And if we cutting up and he's home, you hear from the other room, all right, y'all, settle down in there. And it goes dead quiet.
I know that's right. J3, what's going on, my brother? Welcome in.
All right.
Welcome in, AJ Green Topics. How you doing, family? Long time. TX Lala, you better get in here and enjoy yourself. My grandma was the same way. And what tripped me out is because this for me, it was actually like in my early 20s, and my sister would be like, all right, I'm gonna call your uncle. Your uncle gonna come through here in a minute. And I'd be like, damn, me? But I didn't realize that, you grow up from watching them being little kids, especially when you was much older than them as I am. And then all of a sudden it's like, damn, they really do listen to me, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
But J3, what you think about the topic, bro?
Good conversation, man. Good conversation. I started to come in earlier, but I had a phone call and we was talking about some other stuff. But it's a good conversation.
Talking about that honey. Hey, Carol the girl
no.
miniature, how you doing?
That was my brother from North Carolina, so we ain't talking about no honey. But
all right.
Having a man figure and all that stuff, hey, that's
Yeah.
real, bro. That's real. For some reason, like if you've seen the video with me and Rooster and stuff, I had a father. I didn't have a daddy. And hey, I had many daddies, which were better than the father.
Yeah.
But hey,
Understood. So did I.
It's a subject. It's a subject.
You here today for a reason.
Yeah.
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 And to make sure I didn't follow the steps of my father.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I think it's a curse too, because you've been so good to your children that doggone.
Yeah, I just came out of an episode with my youngest son, and I had to literally close my mouth and say, okay, I used to be 18.
That part right there, Vision.
Yeah. And the first thing I sat there, I prayed, because, I was going to peel his skin off. Starting from the head, go all the way down to his feet. But yeah, and then I had to remember.
Hey, Vision, what you say? Listen, what you just said is man, is so key. I've been where you are. Hey, I'm at the job that I've been working at lately. And the owner tells me he's got this little 18-year-old kid working for him, right? And he said, "Hey, you can you teach him, how to, do this, right?" So I say, "Yeah, no problem." But I find that it's hard to teach him. He don't want to listen to me. So I tell him, I say, "Hey, man, listen. Once you learn all of this, if you find a better way to do it, then you can do that. But for right now, you have to listen to what I'm telling you." I say, "There's a reason why this man asked me to teach you." So he'll try to avoid me and go to the owner and ask the owner a question. But the owner tells him, "Oh, you got to ask Marcus that. This is what I do." That he's here. He tells him he's here for a reason. That's why I'm trying to teach you the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So listen to him. He's gonna tell you what's right, what's wrong, all of that. And so I right now I find myself trying to avoid this cat because I'm not a good trainer, Vision, when it comes to people who don't want to listen.
Right.
I'm the type of motherfucker, I've been and cussed you out and told you to get your ass out my face or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to work with the kids, you know what I'm saying? But then I think back to when I was 18. I really didn't want to listen to shit. I thought I knew everything.
Yep.
So what you just said there, man, that's key. So you find yourself, you just have to back off of it. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And now I'm noticing he's realizing that I know what I'm doing. So he's starting to come around a little more. He's, and he's realizing that he don't know every damn thing,
Right.
So
exactly.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right.
I had welcome in Nicole Marie and
Nicole Marie.
I think Sweet Storm been in here. Anybody else I missed? I'm sorry. I'm happy to have AJ and some other people I'm seeing. I'm glad to see y'all. By the way, folks, if y'all don't mind, please, I see you back there, bro. You good? Like, hit the like button, share the live out, come back and drop that hashtag BCIAC so you can get connected, because we got one person coming on tonight at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time with a special guest. And then we got another, don't look around. And then we got another coming on tomorrow night. And Bruce, you going live tomorrow too? I know J3 going live tomorrow.
My live is at 8 o'clock tonight.
Are you singing tomorrow,
8
Rooster?
o'clock.
8 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time.
He's shaking his head. Yes,
8
so I
o'clock.
guess he'd be singing tomorrow night.
Okay. So
Hey, can I come over there and
tomorrow.
sing with you, Big Rooster? Can I come over there and sing? I can cut a tune or two.
Yes, sir.
I can cut a tune or two. I can sing a bar here, or better yet, I can hum a hymn.
Hey, it don't matter. Long as some words come out your mouth, you good.
There you go.
Hey, sound good to me. But now I can't relate to this. This is why I love referring to even these gentlemen right here in the real world and in the virtual world. I appreciate having other men that I can draw from and learn from in my life, because I can't sit up here. I ain't nobody daddy. I ain't never been nobody daddy, and probably won't be, because I'm when y'all get to my age, y'all understand. I could have grandkids by now, great grandkids maybe, but that ain't the point. The point is, I don't know how y'all do it. It seemed hard as hell. Just being a parent in general. I had one of my closest friends in life call me, and he didn't say, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on? How your mama?" First thing out his mouth was, "It ain't nowhere in hell we were that dumb when we was that age." That's the first thing he said. It ain't nowhere in hell we were that dumb.
What?
And go ahead, J3.
If you was born in the 70s and 90s, you got it all.
Yeah.
You got it all. You got all the knowledge, you got all the skills, you got everything. You ain't got to learn nothing. You got it all. At least that's the way they seem.
Yeah.
So they say.
Oh yeah. They but again, that's something y'all know from y'all angle, from y'all point of view. Do y'all think now that I got men up here, women, y'all welcome now. Y'all welcome. The link is in the chat. But I'll say this. Since y'all have older children, now y'all got grown children. Y'all at a point where you done went through the baby stage and adolescence and teen years, and now some of y'all kids got their own kids. Y'all lived through probably the peak, the most difficult part of maybe dads not being nothing in the eyes of society, and not all women and not all men, but a lot of conversation about men ain't this, men ain't that. Do y'all think it's starting to kind of change and find some balance, or is it still like how it was back in the day?
Well,
Hey, real fast, Jay. I'm gonna step down because I'm getting close to my destination. I'm gonna be in the bushes. If y'all still up when I finish and get everything situated, I'll jump back up.
Okay, bet. No worry. Appreciate you, Big Roof. All right.
Not a problem.
All right, Rooster.
Hey, 10, the educated natural. You know he busy because he didn't. Yeah, 2-time 5. He didn't even take time to talk mess with 10, so you know he close to wherever he going.
She had a live yesterday, dude. Had me doing homework on my channel last night. If y'all ain't see her live yesterday, you need to go back and watch it. She had me doing homework last night. I was like, Lord have mercy.
That's why that's the lawyer. She gonna make you think about something.
Help me. I'm still waiting on my papers. She owed me some papers.
Yeah, that's the community lawyer right there. African Dream or current day fathers feeding a system that's not working or fighting for that system. I don't know, but if y'all both can see the screen, that's something that now we got 3 fathers. Tack, what's going on, Tack? How you doing, bro?
How y'all doing?
All right, what's going on, Tack?
Nothing.
Yeah. Any of y'all answer this question in any order you would like. Whoever want to go first.
I am no longer feeding the system. And regardless, feeding a system that's not working or fighting that system, whether they're in the system or not, you still got to be a dad.
Yeah.
You still got to be a dad. And as a dad, I'm gonna do whatever it takes for my children, you know. And I know these other two brothers will agree with this concurrently. I will do for my children, and I will go without.
That's it. Many times.
And I have done that and continue to do that on a daily.
And even that they're grown now, we still do it. We still do
exactly. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. You know, the system's the system. Is it wrong? Absolutely. Been wrong from Jump Street. It was never designed for a dad's benefit.
Nope.
So, you know, and I'm gonna throw this tidbit out, and y'all can, you know, try to stone me if you want to, but I doubt
Please
it.
do. Please do.
You do understand that child support is unconstitutional.
Yes.
If you look it up, it is unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
I'm gonna leave that there, but you know, I did mine, paid mine, and doesn't matter if I paid it or not. That's still my kid.
That's another way. That's another way for the state to get free money.
Yeah.
And then put a responsibility on you, saying you better pay it.
Yes.
Us and the child.
Correct, because they get theirs off the top.
That's it.
And here in Ohio, it's 12% off the top.
And you know, Vision, I did a live, and I remember you came up and you touched on that before. If any of y'all don't know, I forget the state bill, the House bill for the state in Tennessee. Tennessee is the first state that's coming up with paternal fraud.
Yes.
So the game is changing, and it's unfortunate that D Mood, what's going on? Let me speak to some people. K Renee's Garden, D Mood, who else? Miss Grace Guy been off in here. The Educated Natural been in here. Welcome in 10 again. And anybody I missed, my apologies. The link is in the chat for anybody who want to come up and share. But I just think dads matter, and I hate it got to a point where folk kind of, you know, had to go through. Oh, I just dropped TAC link by accident. My bad. Well, it worked out. I'm gonna try to drop everybody link. Let me see here. I'm messing up, y'all. But yeah, a couple months back, y'all can go look at that video if you want to for more context. But yeah, the whole system is changing. And even though I know I don't have the power to impact it personally, maybe having a conversation to help. And the other thing that could potentially help is I want folk to really wrap their mind around the idea. And I'm not trying to veer too far off the subject, but a whole lot of help that my generation and the generation before me and people since literally the late 60s and early 70s done had as far as social nets and safety nets. It ain't no guarantees that that's still going to be available in the next 5 years.
True.
So
I'd say in the next 3.
I put it this way. Now that baby saw me holding on one of my videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that shocked me was when the baby was born and everything. Now, I remember when my son was born, my daughter was born. When I left the hospital, I had the paperwork. I had everything. The only thing I didn't have was Social Security card.
Right.
But now, when this baby was born, I'm telling my daughter, how about such and such and such? She said, I got to do that on the computer. The baby left the hospital, ain't got no paperwork or nothing. But now she got to come home, get on the computer, and do paperwork. I said, now that don't make no sense. I said, isn't that supposed to be done right here in the hospital before you leave?
Yeah.
They said they don't do that no more. I said, what?
Really?
What? I learned from y'all.
Caught me by surprise.
Had no clue.
Caught me by surprise. I'm trying to figure out how you.
Yeah.
I was dumbfounded.
How you walk out with your baby and got no paperwork of who that child is?
That's what I was finna say, because even if there was an incident, let's say you
Yeah.
stopped off at Target or at the Wally World or anywhere, and somebody just grabbed it with it. Welcome in, bro. With as much of that going on back there, I mean, with as much of that going on in the world, man, you can't even prove who your
Hey.
child. That's crazy.
I was
That's
dumbfounded.
crazy.
Yeah.
I said, you trying to now this big hospital, they don't do all this. Now I was there when I saw when the lady came and did the footprint and all that stuff. But as far as the birth papers and all this other stuff with the daddy name and all, that stuff came a week or something later. She had to get on the computer and do all that stuff. I said, I don't understand this place now.
Right.
That's crazy. AJ, what's going on, brother?
Not much. I'll be right back. I just got a phone call.
Okay, just
right.
come back
Okay.
whenever you get ready.
All right, boss. Thanks.
All right.
All right, I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Okay, take your time. Take your time. We'll be here. Now I want to touch on what Nicole said. Nicole Marie said it's a lot of gender banging online. How can women show support for fathers and remain in our community? There's a lot of false narratives. It is so, you know what? And just to elaborate on what she said, if I had titled this live, which he wasn't. I just lost my pops about a month ago. If I had put my deadbeat ass daddy then croaked or something, man, it might be 800 people in here. Or if I had said all baby mamas ain't worth a damn and they about to get what they deserve, it'll be 800 people in here. But when
Drama sells,
yeah. Boy, and if you want to have a positive, constructive conversation and just hear how other people feel and think, hey, he just said it all. Drama sells. So we can't be discouraged. We just got to keep on doing right, talking right, living with some sense, and keep it pushing.
Yep, that's true story. You're absolutely right.
But with what you said about this baby, okay, so that's a good thing, because that was going to be my next question. They did at least get the footprint. But I'm going to ask this. Is that just the Georgia thing, or is it starting to spread?
Hey, I don't know. That's now when my son had his kids and stuff, I wasn't there. I came later. But when my daughter, she had her daughter, I was like 45 minutes to having the baby. So I was there for a lot of the stuff. And I was confused because when my kids came along and we left it, we had paperwork and everything. And my daughter talking about they say I got to do it all on the computer.
Yeah,
go ahead, Tech. Go ahead, Tech.
That's pretty much how it is now. Because I think my wife had to. Yeah, she had to get on the computer and have them send a birth certificate over to the house. So that's common now.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. I don't know. For one, I ain't got no kids, and for two, my birth certificate got Negro on it. So I'm old. I'm serious.
Mine has Negro on it, but
I believe mine say Negro.
Yeah, mine
true story. Negro. Now I ain't gonna show y'all my birth certificate online, but I want to. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Welcome back. For those who don't know, this is AJ. Brother AJ, I don't get to see him too often because he out there on that grind, handling his business, doing what he do. Thanks. But now this is Nicole Marie who set this question off. AJ, I'm gonna give you a chance to jump in and say anything you want to say about the conversation up to this point. And once you finish your point, man, give me a response to the question on the screen and just take it from there. I don't think AJ can hear me. Can you hear me, bro?
I heard you.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you now. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I got these headphones. Sometimes like these headphones work and don't. So I'm kind of hold on for a second.
Okay. Well, I'll go and start with Tech. Okay. and then I jump back to you, bro. Tack, what you think about this and the rest of the panel?
Give me a
Nicole
second. I'm
Marie
trying to get
said-
these headphones figured out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I think yes to kind of. I tell a lot of, and you know, I got a nephew that
Hold on for 1 second.
that has 2 children, and they
All
believe
right,
that.
can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm. You good?
Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
Go ahead, Tat.
And I mean, just to keep the confusion down, you know, I don't know. I think I believe my children are my children, you know, until proven otherwise. But I mean, with this generation today, I believe it should be mandatory, just so it won't be no questions later, or you know, at all. I believe in that situation, yes, just to keep the drama down, and you know, you ain't wondering if it's yours. You know, if you think it's yours, you have that security when that baby is born.
Right. It makes sense to me. J3.
Well, due to the fact that so many people are having children out of wedlock, so therefore, yes, I think they should do the paternity test because that would stop a lot of confusion. And I'm not gonna say woman is just doing it to get money or whatever, but it will cut down a lot of that, especially with this men paying money for children that ain't theirs.
Yep. And I'm gonna throw a red flag on you, J3, because we're not gonna just let you skate past the first part of that statement. I'm not. Say that again for the people.
What was the first part?
When you talked about having babies out of wedlock.
Yes. Now, hey, I'm gonna tell you now. I believe the best way is being married and having children.
There you go.
Like you say, everybody don't have the mind we have.
That's true.
And
that's true. And that's okay. I don't get in grown folk business, but if you're gonna do it right.
That's what I say.
Don't half butt it.
And another thing with that is, I remember back in the day, and plus me and my wife have to do it before we actually got together. We had to have a blood test.
Hello.
Today, they don't have no blood test. They don't do none of that stuff. It could have been your cousin from the fifth generation.
Right.
Oh, but he loves me. I love him. Hey.
Right.
But then all the kids coming out looking like Scooby-Doo.
Exactly. and can't conjugate a sentence.
Hey.
Yeah. Much less the verb. AJ, welcome in, bro. What you think about this conversation so far?
I think you guys are like doing good because there's a lot of dads that don't get the props.
Facts.
No, that's good, man. I think you guys are keeping it real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed though that a lot of dads, you know, like I said, a boy can have a kid, but it takes a man to raise one. We need men to come back into the picture and raise boys, because a lot of the boys, they're not finding that relationship. You know, they're getting caught up in they find love in gangs or some other type of affection. You know, we need a man to raise them up and steer them in the right direction. That's just my thoughts on that.
I don't disagree. And before I get back to Vision, Devil Dog Prepper, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, Devil Dog?
Good Christina, the winning walker Christina, welcome in, family. I'm gonna say this, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Please hit that like button. Please share the live, and thank you for being here. And you can hashtag BCIC and share your live out. You know, I just think that it's something really important to I think a dad can tell you the world really ain't gonna give a damn about you in a much more profound way than your mama will. Mothers, from my experience, my mama and the other women around me, they could be stern and they may yell and holler a little bit at a time, but I think daddy and that male presence just got a way of letting, and you can still be nice. You can still speak in soft tones if you need to, but a man has a way of letting that boy know who's growing into a man in a whole bunch of ways, son. The world ain't gonna give a damn about you. So
That's right.
you kind of got to start wrapping your mind around living in the world that the older you get, the less the world gonna care about your ass. Which is
That's right.
You know, that ain't an easy thing to have to teach somebody.
No.
And like D Moot said, I am the product of a single dad. Me and my brother were raised by my father. Shout out to my pops.
Amen.
Yeah, go ahead, Vision.
And you know, my dad sat me down. I'll never forget, man. I was 13 years old. He said, "Look, son, two things in this world. The world don't like you. And they really don't like you because you're a black male. You're going to have to learn to play their game."
Yes,
That's
yes.
exactly what he told me. And I was like, what? You know, but the older I got, the more I understood what he was talking about.
Start making sense.
That's it.
That's
so
before
I
you knew life was a monopoly game.
Exactly. So, you know, and I sat my daughter down. Yeah, monopoly. That's right. When she was 18, I sat her down and said, "Look, sweetheart, ain't but two people on this planet that love you more than anything else. That's me and your mama." I said, the world don't like you because you black, and the world really don't like you because you a black female and don't care about you and will use you and throw you away like a box of Kleenex, but not on my watch.
Yeah. Right.
Because I hurt somebody. I hurt somebody. And I told this one cat, I told him, I said, "Boy, this is my house, my rules. You come in my house, you follow my rules, or you don't come in my house." So
somebody got to tell him. Somebody got to tell him.
Somebody got to tell him, and it's gonna be me. If you messing with mine, it's gonna be me.
It's like a little rite of passage, man. I mean, if you got a little girl, if a young lady, eventually she gonna start turning into that young woman, and her hormones gonna change, and she gonna rage a little bit. And if you got a young man, that young boy growing into that man, his hormones gonna come along, and he gonna get them few little whispery ass wild hair sticking out his chin, and think he grown.
Right.
And then somebody got to be the one to go stand him up, stand him straight up, and look him in his eyes and say, "No, son, no, nephew,
that word like that. That word like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I told mine. I don't care how big you get. Yeah, I don't care how big you get. I would drop you to your knees. I don't care if you 6'9", 400 pounds. I would break you in half like you was 2 years old.
Hey.
And you can test me if you want to. You can test
old
me.
Man strength.
Yeah, I told you.
I ain't as strong as I used to be no more. I know you bench press. You know you work out with 280,
right?
Doing sets of 5. That's fine. But I would juke you in your eyes and make you wish that I'll bite. I'll Mike Tyson you. I'll do anything.
That's right. I told him. I said I don't play fair. There are no rules to fighting. I will hurt you.
Hey,
facts.
My son is 6'2". I'm 6 feet. I'm older, and he stood up next side me. He bouncing his chest and all that. When I got finished, I said, "You got to breathe, boy. You got to breathe. You got to breathe."
That's right.
Slow, deep breaths.
I had to tell mine. He's 6'1", 310 pounds. I said, "Boy."
And an athlete.
I said, "I will jump on you quicker. You won't know what's happening. You think it's bad getting hit by a linebacker? Wait till I get a hold of you."
Yeah. Y'all see what Devil Dog got on the screen? And Jay, you can jump in whenever you get ready, man.
Yep.
For those who can't see it, Devil Dog Prepper said 15 years of child support and never late. Was charged 6 times with contempt. Ex-wife used the system as her personal lawyers. The case was dismissed in my favor. That is a blessing. That is a blessing.
Amen.
Baby, your life is on I just want to say this for people who are not empathetic or sympathetic to whether it's a man or woman. We all know 99.9% of the time, historically, it's usually the man that's on child support. Baby, your driver's license is compromised. You may or may not even be able to get no damn passport, insurance, like all kinds of stuff. Your day-to-day life is shaped around whether you make that monthly payment, and you can't always help when somebody walk up to your ass with that pink slip. So you living in like a weird purgatory. That's whew, my God. But y'all go ahead and elaborate on that. And
I'll say this. Ain't nothing like the last payment.
Oh, I bet.
When you make the I talk about singing. I is free. I is free and got a raise.
Hey.
But it now just goes from my pocket straight to his pocket.
Hey, you paying one, not two now.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm paying one, not two. Tell them, J3.
Paying three.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I ain't paying three. It's going straight to one now. And that's okay.
I hear you. Yeah. Rambo, welcome in, bro. Thank you for being here, fam. TLC in the garden in here. And TLC said it was like that in 92. I guess it just depends on the state where you at, whether they do the... But she was talking about the blood test. I think she was talking about what J3 was talking about.
And another thing...
Hey, Tanya S. Go ahead, man.
My son just turned 13. My daughter is 10. You know they let me out with my child unless my wife was getting discharged with the baby.
Say that again, Tat.
You broke up, Jack.
I said my wife, I couldn't take the baby home. My wife had to be discharged with my baby. Both of them.
Oh, word? For real?
Yep. I couldn't take it. Yep.
Well, hold on. I gotta turn. I was trying to do something else. I gotta ask. So is it because you couldn't like feed it or something? What why they wouldn't?
I didn't understand it, but yeah, when I was in the hospital, my son had a couple months, like 2 or 3 months in the ICU. He was born a preemie.
Sorry about that, man.
She was born healthy and everything, came home, but no, they wouldn't discharge my daughter without my wife.
That's crazy. Why y'all parents up here? Y'all parents, why do y'all think that is? And maybe even some women can chime in. Some of the sisters and family in here can chime in and let us know. I'm curious.
I'm not sure because all mine left at the same time.
Mine too.
They wasn't just talking with me. I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe they trust the women. You know what I mean? They don't think men are able to support that kid yet. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't always agree with that because there's some good men out there that will provide for that baby when he gets them home and stuff.
Man, when my wife had my kids, she ain't had to worry about no kids for the. I know for 30 days for sure, but like 60 days, my wife ain't had to worry about no baby. I did everything.
I hear you.
Baby even slept on my side of the bed and everything.
Wow.
The bassinet, all that, everything was on my side of the bed.
Hey, Mama Nita, Blue Lotus Vibes, how you doing? Welcome in. I don't know. I just hope stuff changing. I hope stuff changing for the better. But
I do too.
As somebody who just recently lost my father, not my biological father, but the man who I loved and the man who raised me, I can't help but think about how much it hurt me, and knowing that there's men out there like that. I sung his praises while he was living, and I'm gonna give him his flowers even after he done transitioned on. But my goodness, man, somebody you can't stop other grown folk from saying and feeling certain ways, but you can damn sure say something about it. And it ain't about being against women. I ain't gotta say nothing about a woman at all. I can just say the fact that I know good and doggone well, one of whom was my brother. May he rest in power. Man, that dude was absolutely in love with his with my nephew, with his son. That was it. By the time good Lord got ready to call him home, nephew had just graduated, went off to college, and they were best friends. They were best friends. So, yeah, it happens. It happened. We got to talk about that part too.
You remember that song that Shaquille O'Neal made about Phil is my father, my biological didn't bother? If it wasn't for him, he wouldn't have been who he is today. And it's weird how life works out that way. You know, he became successful because of the discipline, the strictness, and the love that his father gave him. And then the one that wasn't there, once he became famous, then he wanted to come back in his brother's life.
Yeah, I remember that story. Yeah.
Yeah.
He gives credit to his college coach as well.
Yep. That's true, man.
I personally, I try not to get them mixed up. Because a father is not a dad and a dad is not a father.
Good.
A dad's going to be with you for the long haul. A father drop that seed and run.
And my dad was both.
Yep.
The day he died, yes. And so will I.
Now, what do y'all men think about this right here? I dropped the link. Devil Dog, you ain't even got to have your camera on if you don't want to. But you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to come up if you like. Just let me see you backstage, and then you can turn your cam off if you want to. But my goodness, man, first off, $1,100 a month. If you do the math over, woo, woo.
Hey, we're not gonna start talking numbers. I'm with you, dog. I'm bruh.
Damn, boy. Woo.
I'm with you.
And this is a true story. This is something that I know to be true from life experience working with people. And I've seen similar things online. You know, there are men out here. Like he said, one child. It's dudes out here paying $1,100, some of them $900. Baby, it's dudes who living in their car or living with relatives because they can't afford their own place. True. But they make child support payment. That is a hell of a position to be in this life, baby. You can't be sick not nowadays. You better not miss nothing. And especially if your employer knows that, which all they got to do is talk to damn finance. I said finance. Talk to the accounting office or whoever. People talk. Somebody gonna know. That's another way for you to be hemmed up, because it's like, okay, you need this. You better not never go nowhere. You better not be late. You better not fart out on the shop floor. You better stay late. I want to see above and beyond from you, boy, because you know what you got to do. So
Yep. Been there, done that too, bro. I'm with you, Devil Dog.
And that's the bad part when the employer know what's going on.
Yep.
Hell, it's 2023. Ain't nothing private no more. I don't think it's ever been. I think back in the day when folks still had typewriters, they was even more prone to talk, because you didn't have some of the laws set in place to promote privacy, HIPAA and this and that and all of that. Hell, folk were telling all kinds of other folk business.
Yep.
Well, sometimes they directly get it from your employer.
Yeah.
Some guys at my job, they was like, man, they come home with a $25 check. It's automatically.
and I think HIPAA is slipping now.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Hey, what do y'all think about this, father? Since I got some dads up here, D Move said, fathers are not, and this kind of tie into what you were saying, Tack, about not being able to take the baby home, which is just mind blowing to me. In fairness, I could say if the mama had pumped about a bottle or two, and I guess she was coming on later or something, I just don't understand. I can understand having a car seat before you leave the hospital. I can understand having all the proper safety restraints. But for you to not be able to take your child, which is half yours, I don't understand. But he said fathers are not recognized as parents for babies. I experienced that taking my kids to doctor's appointments by female nurses. Is this something many of y'all done never encountered before?
No, because I don't play that. Because I flat out say, you see my son's last name? Yeah, look at my last name. What's that tell you? I am his father. His mother couldn't make it today because she's at work. I took off. Here I am. You got a problem with that? I'm sorry for your problem.
I most definitely took my kids to their appointments and stuff.
Same here.
Especially my son. I took him all around getting passport and everything for him, and he was what, 3-4 weeks old?
Right.
Oh, was you on post?
Off post.
Off post. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And my son will let him know, oh yeah, this is my daddy.
Right.
You know.
But see, J3 was in Ansbach, so you can't really compare that to being somewhere in Tennessee.
Boottigan. All right. Boot spot.
Right.
Okay.
But
I mean to cut you off.
Still the same thing. They're still gonna look at you when a man got a child and all that stuff. And not to say just that, but when you dark skinned, but your child is light skinned, you still run into the same problem.
Well, you know, that's when you step up and you be the man. You do what you do. You check them like we normally do.
Who you telling?
Right.
Who you telling?
In a heartbeat, I say, what? I know what this boy fart smell like. I know what's gonna come out of his mouth before he even start talking. So how you gonna tell me this ain't my kid? You done lost your mind. Ask him. Yeah, please.
Yeah. We got a new addition up here. Hold on. I'm gonna bring up back. There we go. I think okay, there we good. We good now. Welcome in, Miss Jones Truth. I'm so behind in this.
Hello there.
How you doing?
How are you? I am great. I love this topic. I guess you could say I'm pro man. I tell you the truth.
Amen. And thank you.
My husband is,
and I'm glad you do.
My husband. But when I first came in, I had just got back home. I heard them talking about why they would not let fathers take children home without the mothers. Well, that idea comes from years and years ago. Back in the day when once upon a time, fathers were only to sit in the waiting room and the mothers, they did out. So a lot of that, some of that is old school tradition stuff. And they think that a man is not capable of taking that child home and caring for it. They're not looking at the way things are now. They're still stuck on a lot of the old stuff. And that's one reason why they did that. And some hospitals, unfortunately, still follow that trend. And as far as do we need men? I was raised in the house with mother and father.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. My dad for years was a traveling musician. And what made him come off the road was because he came home one time after being gone and we were very young, according to my mom. We were very young. And when he walked in the door, we had no idea who he was because he was on the road that long. So he said he refused to be gone so long that his children don't recognize him. So he came off the road. And
good for him. Proud of him.
And he started working. And our family wasn't perfect, but I can tell you one thing: men are much needed. And because what I wonder if this is a lot of this is for, I guess let me give you a little scientific fact that I learned. When men are in the home, especially with their daughters, and there is a pheromone released by those fathers to those daughters, which impedes development. The reason why so many of these young girls are so overdeveloped is because there is no father. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about freaky stuff. I'm talking about hugs from your father, allowing your daughters to cuddle with you and things like that. Their bodies release a substance that literally impedes those girls who they don't develop as fast as the other ones. And I mean, that's a fact. So how can you say fathers are not needed? Two poles can't make a baby.
Tell him, Miss Jones.
And that's
Tell
all I'm
him.
saying about that.
Tell him, Miss Jones.
But both parents are needed because each one gives something important to that child. Mothers are the nurturers. Fathers teach you how to survive, how to deal with
That's it. That's
problems,
it.
how to not be. I mean, because I'll be honest with you, as a female, I know a lot of women may disagree with that, but God bless you. This is my opinion. When I married my husband, I had been single for a long time. I married at the age of 40, first husband. I had kids, but I learned that I was over emotional about so many things as a female. I mean, we're the dynamite. You know, we go off in a heartbeat, tic tac, bam, bam, bam. It took the calming effects of my husband to teach me that everything is not worth reacting over, you know? So the man, yeah, he is very important. Also, we give our men a bad rap. You all are supposed to be supermen. You're not supposed to get upset. You're not supposed to lose control. You're not supposed to show weakness. You're not supposed to cry. And then you wonder why men are having so many problems. The expectations are literally ridiculous of what we expect men to do and how we expect them to be. No, I like a strong man. I don't have a problem, but we're talking about different kind of strengths. We're talking about the strength that, whereas if I fall short, you're there for me. If I need you, you're there for me. You understand what I'm saying? There's a different kinds of strength. But this Superman attitude people expect men to be, that's what's destroying our society. And for those of you who say, I don't need a man, one of these days, you're going to stop fooling yourself. When you're about 80 years old and you're sitting there by yourself and you don't have a relationship, then you're going to why? Because I guarantee you, a male-female relationship has a kind of bond that cannot be duplicated. It's been that
Amen.
way.
True that. True that.
Say that again, Miss Jones, for the people in the back that did not hear it.
I said the male and female relationship has a bond that cannot be duplicated by any other, what's the word I'm looking for? Any other set or
Interaction.
Yeah,
right.
Interaction. That's the word. Thank you.
Amen.
It cannot be duplicated. And because it cannot be duplicated, see, because one of the things that the current government wants, they're pushing the destruction of the male-female relationship.
Yes.
Right.
Especially in our community. They are
Right.
pushing the destruction because there's what's that old adage? Divide and conquer.
Yep.
Yes.
They've
So-
been doing it since 1971.
Exactly. So if you keep us divided and at odds with each other, and then women are getting fooled by this unexpected, I, me, my, it's all about me. I don't have to bring nothing to the table. The man's supposed to do everything. That is just crazy.
They
That
better
is
bring their own table.
Let me tell you something. If my husband falls short, he don't have to worry. He know I got his back.
Amen. Thank you.
That's it.
See? Oh.
That's it.
They do exist.
You know, if he can't look,
Miss
Go
Jones,
ahead.
real quick.
Go ahead.
Devil, I see you back there, but just give me a hoorah real quick. I just want to make sure you know, just wave at me when you get a chance or something, because I do want to bring you up and hear from you.
But you right,
But
Miss
yeah,
Jones.
and welcome in Good Eats, Jared's Talks, K Renee still rocking with us. If I missed anybody, I hope I ain't missed nobody. But yeah, thank y'all for being here. Welcome in. Just hit that like button for me, and go ahead.
And you know, I've been accused of being old school. You know what? But guess what?
That's okay.
Let me tell you something. There is a book that has been dictating relationships from male and female since the beginning. You understand what I'm saying?
See,
And
Miss
that-
Jones?
And that book don't lie. That book
Never has, never will.
It has the answer to everything you need. But
Everything.
but this thing about I watch these videos. I feel so sorry for these young women out here. You tell a man, oh, you fake, but you walking around with fake nails, fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake booty, fake everything.
Everything is
But
fake.
you
Lord
want
have
them
mercy.
to be all about truth. You know, I've seen makeovers where till if they made him over, I wouldn't recognize the person. That's just too much. To you, you don't think that's
Yes,
fake?
indeed.
That's fake.
Yes.
Yep.
So you can expect one side to be honest and truthful and all this other stuff, and you're not being that. It's not right. And that's just it. It's just that simple. I'm sorry. Let me stop talking because I'll
No.
preach.
Oh, you don't said a
Hey,
mouthful.
You preaching
all
this,
right.
Jones.
You all
I
right.
can listen to you all day, and you absolutely 1000% correct.
And don't get me wrong. No, there's no. All men are not good. All women are not good. There's right and wrong on both sides.
Correct.
But everybody needs to have enough intestinal fortitude, enough heart to be who you are and not what the society expects you to be.
Right.
You know,
Or try to create you into being.
right? Or this weird what is it? This weird narrative where everything is about you and about you. Okay, if everything is about you, then die and see what it's about.
I'm telling you.
It ain't never about you when you die.
If everything is about you, lose your job and see who it's about.
That's it.
Then you're gonna be replaced so fast you won't even get to the grave first, and you be replaced.
Oh, Lord Jesus, this woman's telling the truth for real. Y'all better be listening. Y'all better be taking notes. Y'all better be sharing this out. You better be saving it somewhere. Y'all need to be hitting the like button and putting this in your personal playlist.
Now I'm getting ready to shut up. I'm gonna say
No,
You all right.
I say
You all
because
right.
look, I have sons. I have a blended family. I have 3 sons and 3 daughters.
Yes.
And the only thing we've tried to do is raise real men. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
ma'am.
even I know before I met my husband, I had 2 sons. I have 2 sons. And even I had enough sense to know back then I could not give my son everything he needed. It takes a father to give those boys the things that they need.
Yes.
Okay,
Lord
let's
Jesus.
do something as simple as discipline. Okay, and anyone you can deny it if you want to, but let's tell the truth and stay in church. Now, we as women, we as women, when we discipline, we yell and scream all day long.
All day.
True story. True story.
We threaten and we threaten. We threaten, but we don't do nothing. Okay. See, that's your side. That's the woman's side. Okay. Now, watch when daddy come in. Daddy hit that baritone. Boy, you better get up. It's over with. The children jumping, everybody running.
Yep.
So there is an authoritative thing God built into men that we don't have. Yes, there are some women who have successfully raised their sons, but I guarantee you they had to go and find some male routes and male attributes to get those men on the right track. Do you understand? They had to learn how to not just threaten, but threaten and execute. If a man says, I'm going to whoop your butt, he only going to say it one time.
One time.
If I say I'm going to whip your butt, I might say it 10, 15, 20. Because right then, I might be tired right then. I really don't want to deal with you.
Right.
We all have our part. We all have
you
our
ain't
part in it.
Yeah.
There's some truth in that. I said, Tat got the baby. I see you, Tat. I remember I told y'all earlier, my uncle, he was on, he had a one-time thing. If he told me to stop, if he said if he said that, one time, that's all you getting. And I remember that's the first time I ever got an ass whooping outside. I know everybody don't believe in capital punishment, but I'm from the South. When I was growing up in school, the teachers could get a hold of you. But I ain't never been took outside before. He took me outside and let me have it. It wasn't even no long whooping. It was more fear than anything. But the point was, from that point on, never, ever did he have to tell me anything more than once.
And I bet you when he raised you, all somebody had to do in school was like, I'm going to call your uncle. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's it.
You didn't need to hear nothing else. That's just that. Just that. And see, that was me. I had to learn that. My son got in trouble at school. He was in middle school. And I was working in the school. And they said, well, Miss Jones, your son cutting up. You need to. So I went over there, and I was working in the same school. So I went to the classroom, and she told me what he did. Well, guess what I did? I took him outside the room and took off his belt and wore his butt out.
There you go.
And then the teacher gonna say, "Well, we didn't want you to do that. Then next
Too
time you
bad.
have a problem, don't call me." You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Deal with it.
Right.
This is how I deal with it. To this day, I don't have children who have gone to jail or constantly cops bringing them home and all this other stuff. I don't have that, because even at 68 years old, you could not melt or pour my children to act a fool on me. Because number one, it's not that they fear me, it's that they have learned what respect is. And if we don't teach our children that there are consequences to your actions while you at home, when they go out in the world, they don't think it's no consequences.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you do this stuff at home. Look, they can say what they want, but that book I keep talking about, it says, "Thou shalt beat them with the rod and save their soul from hell." And guess what?
Hello.
I'm in
That's
the
right.
soul saving business.
I'm with you, Miss Jones. You know.
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna shut up for a while.
You good, Miss Jones? Let me welcome in Devil Dog Prepper. Can you hear me, bro? You good?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. Welcome in. Welcome in.
What's going on, Devil
Hey, can I make a
go ahead.
confession?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a confession. My dad was his word was bond. Nothing against guys with earrings in their ears, but he told me if I ever got an earring in my ears, he would jack me up. I ain't got no earrings in these ears, brother. My dad was the truth. I respected that man. I respected my dad. Still
You right.
do.
I ain't got no earrings, no tattoos.
Right. Mine too. Mine's like not in my house. You know.
Hey,
Yeah.
now
yeah.
maybe my uncle should have played a role longer, because I had my wild I never was super crazy because I always cared, but
You crazy.
before my stepdad came along from about 12 through probably 16, 17, your boy got, I'm tatted up. I had earrings. I was just and I was still a good person, don't get me wrong, but I was out there in them streets a little bit. But when you built, and I consider myself built by the people who raised me, when you built on a foundation, you know how to go back home. You know what it is. You might stray a little bit. You might get out there for a little while, but when you get older, Lord willing, you come on back home. And that's what happened to me as I matured and settled down. Jay the Motivator, what's going on, bro?
Train up a child in the way that they should go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When they're older.
Okay, I need to say one more thing, because I'm gonna have to drop out back in the bushes. But
Yes, ma'am.
the thing, what I loved about the old school fathers, and then a lot of the fathers, and then maybe there's still some out there. You don't just punish a child and beat them and say, "Don't do that."
Right.
These guys would sit down and explain to them why you should not do this, why I'm going to be the one that punish you, because I don't want to see the world punish you, why you're going to and that there are consequences to action. So those who don't believe in corporal punishment, God bless you. But my thing is, either I beat you and explain to you why I'm beating you and let you know that there is consequences when you go out in that world, or I just let you do whatever you want. And then when you're face down in the dirt someplace or someone's blowing your brains out, my job is to cry. I told my children, this is what I told them: I will fight you about you to make sure that you do the right thing. And that's it. Okay, I love y'all. I'm gonna drop out for a minute.
Love you too, Miss Jones.
You too, Miss Jones.
All right.
There she is, Miss Jones Truth, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed.
She came in with guns blazing, boy. She came in.
You dropped a grenade, bro.
You can't talk about my men, folks. You can't talk about my men, and I'm not gonna say nothing now. Come on, Larry.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, Miss Jones. We appreciate you.
Yes.
I dropped the link, Jay the Motivator. Anybody else who want to come up? We still looking pretty good on time, because we ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Thank y'all, everybody who came in. If you haven't hit that like button, please share this live out and tag African Dreaming when you do it, or at us. And Devil Dog, I ain't got a chance to hear from you yet, brother. What's going on, man? Welcome in. You was putting some stuff in the chat that, like, hell, damn, it break my heart a little bit, bro. I think he's still with us.
Devil Dog, you there? He just dropped.
No, not there.
Oh, he just dropped.
So my son, the TLC said my son didn't get any piercings or tats until he was grown and on his own. So my son, wanted this tat, and I was like, "What? Huh? What? Huh? You 18? What you talking about?" Then he showed it to me. It was a dove, and under it was Psalms 6:14, and then it said family before anything. So I said, okay.
You can bow down then.
Yeah, exactly. I had to pause and think about it, J3.
Hey, I know. My son did the same thing. He had my mom's name on her date of death and all that stuff. Then it had some other stuff on there. I said, well, you grown.
Right. Yeah. I told him, I said, okay. I told him, so don't be a hypocrite. I said, every time you want to do something crazy, you better look at what's on your arm. Family over everything. Yes. So that's how he got his tats. Then he wanted to finish up the rest of the forearm and came back with another Bible verse. I said, okay. Devil Dog's back, Jay. He gone. You there, Devil Dog?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that.
Ahead,
I lost
bro.
connection.
You fine, bro. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing better now. Now that one of my Ohio boys is in the house, we do what we do. But
yeah, you guys have all said a lot of things that I've told my kids. I got 5 daughters and 1 son, and you guys have hit all the heads of the nails on that. As far as raising the kids and stuff.
But we've talked, and you just like me. I got 4 girls and 1 boy, and 3 grandbabies, and yeah, it's a never-ending life cycle. And as a matter of fact, you have a daughter and my son, they're the same age. They both went off to their first year in college, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So we've cried on each other's shoulders in text messages talking about they're gone. What do we do now?
Keep living.
Exactly.
Hey, keep living and wait on them bills to come in.
And phone calls and text messages and come get me, Dad. I want to come home for the weekend. Yeah.
Hey, that's how I was able to get my YouTube channel going. She went to college.
There you go. Yes. So Devil Dog, tell everybody in the chat and on the panel here. Tell them a little bit about yourself and your channel.
So obviously it's a prepper channel. I don't go too crazy into rabbit holes or anything like that, as far as my videos go. Just the basic prepping stuff. I know when I started, I would watch a couple of the content creators who their names were prepping channels, but they weren't doing what I was looking for. And so I would ask questions on their lives about this or that. And I go ahead and search, my videos, and they might have 300 videos. And in order for me to find it, I have to go through them all. So I wanted to start something up for maybe someone that is getting into preparing or preparedness or whatever, and just start with basic videos on, basic canning or storing dry goods, stuff like that. And how I do it, and that's basically what I want to do. I've been I lived on an 80-acre farm growing up, so I mean that was just a way of life. It wasn't considered prepping, and it was just life. So my goal and objective was to get back to that way. With everything going on in this world, everybody should be doing that. So
true that.
I got a question. Since we got Devil Dog up here, we got Tack, AJ, J3, and Vision. Almost everybody is either in the gardening or preparedness community. Gentlemen, now y'all got something to contest with that I don't necessarily have. Not being a dad, me and my wife, we already on the same page as far as it goes. Have y'all, only if you want to share this, have y'all ever met resistance, or do you find resistance because in many instances men tend to be the leaders in a lot of ways? Not that women don't have input, that the wives don't have a say. I'm just saying, like, when you come to defense and protection and all of that, that tends to be more male heavy mentally in most cases. Not all cases, but in most. Do y'all find it hard to have yourself, or have y'all talked to other people, other men, maybe a guy friend or a buddy or something, who like I want to get my family on this preparedness, or like he said, an 80-acre farm, which is big as hell. If you can wrap your mind around 80 acres, that's a damn city. That's a small town. That's a small town right there. Right. So do y'all find it hard as men sometimes to try to get your family to fall in line with or understand where you coming from a prepping point of view? Whoever want to go first.
Yeah. Well, those guys are preppers. I'm not. I'm a preparer.
You a gardener, farmer.
I'm a preparer.
Okay.
I'm not a prepper. I'm a preparer. So what I'm saying is I'm preparing for today and tomorrow. Okay. It might be next week, but these guys are preparing for years.
Yeah, they ready.
And it's kind of hard. Well, my wife.
No, it ain't. You already know how to do it.
My wife and me are two different people. I prepare for us and everything, but my wife doesn't have that preparing mindset. I got a city girl that she ain't all the way country yet. She has a city mind. She don't have that country mind of being prepared for things. So right now it's my job to make sure that she's covered and prepare for her.
Gotcha.
And me telling my other family and stuff about being prepared, or you need to prepare for this and be prepared for that, they don't think the way I do. Due to the military background and then all this other stuff going on, that's why I try to be prepared. I'm not a prepper, but I try to be prepared.
Yeah, going about what you're saying. My wife got me into the gardening things because when she was dropping seeds and weed and stuff, I'm like, I ain't got time for that. But once I seen those cucumbers and those tomatoes sprouting, I got invested. So that's the thing about us. We get caught up in not doing the things with the hard work, but once you see that harvest, it changes your mindset, man.
Yeah.
So that's why I like gardening. I like to eat and I like to save money because, man, that stuff's expensive nowadays.
And not to tell them what you're getting in it.
That's right. They're putting all types of stuff in there.
That right there.
I need to shut up and hold off till tomorrow. I got me a squash that's up in there. And I was telling my wife about the vegetables and all that stuff. When you buy from the store, be careful with the meat and all this stuff. And she said, "Is this what you're talking about?" She just came from shopping and she had a zucchini, and it was so thick and covered in this slime. I said, "Baby, don't even wash it. Don't do nothing." I said, "We're not eating that." But I might talk more about that tomorrow because I wouldn't let her throw it away.
There you go.
Okay. You should. Growing out the box. What's up, my brother? Somebody else came. Miss Cheryl Faulkner. How you doing, young lady? Welcome in. Please, y'all continue with the question. Anybody who want to go? Devil Dog, Tag?
Well, I know when I got into doing my stuff, it was kind of a challenge for me to myself. Now my garden is 85 foot by 65 foot, and I wanted to, and I started all my plants in my garage from seed, and all the things that I'm doing, you know, I've picked up from other prepper channels, and Vision's one of them. And I set myself a challenge to see what I can do. Now, what for one example, I had 80 tomato plants. Do I need 80 tomato plants? No, because that's a lot of tomatoes. So, but I did it to see, you know, because I've never grown vegetables from a seed. I'd go to your local box store like Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, and I'd pick up a tomato plant, you know, and then I'd put it in the ground and grow, and I'd be good. So this year I started everything. I had 350 plants, and I started all of it from seed in my garage.
Bro, hey, that's about 500-600 tomatoes, man.
Man,
It's a lot more than that.
It's a lot more than that, because this brother showed me pictures of quarts and quarts and quarts and quarts and quarts of tomato sauce this brother was canning, and I sat there and was like, good God almighty, who are you feeding?
When I did my tomato sauce, I had one of those Camp Chef stoves, and I have two of them. One's a 3-burner and one's a 2-burner. I had big, huge pots on every single burner, and I did that several different times.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, going into the grocery stores and I just refuse to pay $1 for a green pepper when I can grow it for way less than that. And you know, I froze, chopped them up and put them in my freezer. I've canned, put them in different soups or whatever, and canned them, and you know. So, but as far as everything else, like besides the food stuff, as far as the prepping items and stuff like that, you know, it's just you don't think about it until, you know, maybe somebody else talks, you know, watching Vision, and he comes up on his shows and he might be talking about something that you've never heard of or never thought about. So then you look into it and you know, you go down that while, and maybe I didn't think about a sleeping bag or whatever. And so watching these other channels, you know, I pick up my ideas, and so that's kind of what I want to do with my channel, is kind of show what I've done and how I grow as a prepper. So, and it's not really a prepper. It's just, I want to get back to the way I was raised and grew up. So.
Right. Hey, that's what's up, man. And I'm telling y'all, this is important. This is important, and these are the things that, because when you see a lot of maybe only you don't, I guess it's becoming a little bit more common recently. But when I say recently, I'm literally talking like since 2020, since the thing hit. But to see men doing what they doing, it's folks who talk. I've literally heard people say it with my own ear. I didn't even know no men were gardening. I didn't know no men were. And damn sure wasn't making their own tomato sauce and canning and pickling stuff. Now back in the day, that's how it used to be. But you know something going on when people starting to get back to the old ways. Something is going on.
Right. I got from J3. Mom. You know, he talking about freaking olive trees. I'm like, where you at? That's Bethlehem? And sure enough, me and the COO were riding by Kroger, and they had all their fruit trees on sale. So I stopped, and they were like $23 a tree or something cheap. And I grabbed 2 of everything, and sure enough, grabbed 2 olive trees.
Hey.
And J3 was like, dude, you do know there's a process to them things. I was like, what? I can't just grow an olive and pick it and eat it? He was like, nah, bro. He said, well, what you gonna do with that?
I think I remember
learned
that
from
day.
all y'all, and this is only my second year gardening. So
Hey.
I'm new to the gardening community. I love all y'all, anybody that gardens.
I think I remember that day because I think I was doing a live and you jumped in, and I don't know how long it was. You had either recently just got the truck or it was a little after you had got the truck, and you
Right.
jumped in the live and you was like, "Yeah, I'm just coming in. I got six trees in the back." And I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about? What's going on?"
Right.
Yeah, I got 6 trees back here, and you kept fading in and out. And then I think you might have came later, but you can tell when somebody happy, when it's a passion, when it means something to you. Because I got some seeds that I just got from Rambo Green Hands a little while back, and I didn't want to waste none of the seeds. I didn't germinate them. I didn't have them growing right, but man, I seen them first 4 or 5 sprouts come up today, and it just man.
Yeah.
Made my day because I was gonna give up on them, but I just kept watering. In fact, I oversaturated them, and I think that's what brought it back. With because we got a little mini rainy season going on, so I went ahead and put them further outside than I initially wanted to. And now that they done broke ground, I pulled them back in so they won't damp, so the rain won't damage the. Because really, I should have grew these, and I should have grown them in the house, but they just wasn't getting enough sunlight no matter where I put them. So I went ahead and got them going outside, and I can't wait to show y'all. But man, when you see your own stuff growing, I know there's plenty of growers in here. It shouldn't be a big deal no more. It shouldn't be exciting, but man,
It's exciting.
it's
Every
exciting.
time,
It's
every
exciting.
You
time
know?
you see it.
Yeah. I told J3, I said I got blueberry bushes and blackberry bushes, and the blueberries is coming in. Next thing I know, I turn around, the COO and Cole are out there eating blueberries. They ate every single freaking blueberry on that bush. I did not get not a one.
Hey,
And I was
listen,
like, okay, at least somebody got something.
that's it. As
Right.
long as somebody in the family got something, you're good.
Right. I'm good. I was like, were they good? She's like, oh, those were so sweet and this and that. And I looked down at Cole, he licking his lips, tongue blue. I'm like, y'all ate every last blueberry on the bush.
Hey,
I was like, y'all, oh, okay, thank you. You're welcome. That's all I said to him. You're welcome.
Yeah, and they gonna eat
We're
it,
not
especially
supposed
cold.
to-
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Devil Dog.
I know we're not supposed to want time to go by quick, but I know that I have collected seeds from everything that I had in my garden for next year. So I can't wait to see, how that goes out, since I started off with the pack that I got and then grew it, and then I saved seed from everything. So I'm pretty good to see what next year is going to bring.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing, and that's something else about growing your own in the sense that I guess I'll just put it the simplest way possible. Y'all, all seeds ain't reproducing the way they used to, if you know what I'm talking about. And being
right.
able to let your stuff go to seed and harvest and have your own, man, it's priceless. And
It
even
is.
if you can't eat it all, you always got something to trade with. You always got
That's
something
it.
to barter with. It's deeper than people think. It's
Right.
deeper than people think. And I don't know how bad the economy got to get. And I'm not just gonna put this on the States, because I talk to family, I talk to friends, I talk to people. Everybody talking about how expensive stuff is getting, which it has. But I'm gonna be honest, it's still way more affordable, but stuff getting expensive over here in Africa too, from comparison to when we first got here. Because you got to think about it like this. I don't care whether you getting it on the back of a motorcycle, on what they call the piki or the guta or bus, train, whatever. All of this stuff still requires fuel. Most vehicles over here run off of diesel. Some will run off of regular gasoline, but the majority of the vehicles over here are diesel. Over here, diesel is more expensive than regular gasoline. There is everything done went up, man, because it's got to be transported. except
Right,
for what people
right.
grow themselves. That's it's even now. I live in an area. I really, if between us and neighbors and stuff like this, we ain't got to set foot outside this village
Right.
for a month if we wanted to. As long as we got water and our own electricity, that's where solar come in. That's
Uh-oh.
even if I can't see y'all, even if I can't connect to the internet, that ain't gonna keep me from breathing. As long as I can still breathe and draw breath,
Yeah.
baby. Sustainability is an important thing, man. But go ahead,
Yep.
J3. I think you were finna say something. Or somebody.
Well, I was just gonna go back to when we were talking about when Vision was talking. I was going to tell you about my mom. She passed in 2016,
My
and she
condolences.
lives in New York.
Uh-huh.
And I stay in Georgia, so I had to go to New York, and we were cleaning up. I had to throw so much canned goods, canning, because my grandmother passed in 95.
Uh-huh.
But she lived in New York. My mom bought the house for my grandmother. And I was in there. There was so much canning that my grandmother did. My grandfather didn't do much of garden. He ate, but he didn't do much in the garden. He worked
Right.
and he ate. But my grandmother did all the garden and everything. And there's a cabinet right behind a cabinet behind the cabinet. And it was
Yeah.
loaded with nothing but stuff that she canned.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You should have bought that home.
Unfortunately, it was too much, and I didn't have a vehicle. I had to fly up there.
Gotcha. You
Yeah.
should have called me, man. I'd have bought a U-Haul up there, man. We'd have bought everything back.
Hey, I done learned from that too. I
Right.
got a rental. I mean, I rented they had an 18-wheeler coming from New York to Georgia.
Yeah.
And when they told me $1,800 to move the stuff. When they got there, they start raising the price of, this can't fit. Find out it's an 18-wheeler, but they only gave you a section. It's like you got like a 4x6 section that you can fill, and
Right.
whatever don't fit in it, they're gonna start going up on the price so you can get some more space. And man, once he said $2,000, I said, man, that's it. Just take that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
I threw so much stuff away due to the fact that them folks ripping folks off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, hey, how y'all feel about Steph Shockley? I want to say congratulations. She said, I get excited every time I grew my first pumpkin this year, and it felt just like the first plant I ever grown. Like that's I don't think that feeling ever go away. You know?
Mm-mm.
Especially if
No.
it's something that you haven't grown before.
Right.
You see it come up. Oh man.
Man, when I was growing jalapenos for the first time, I was so excited. I picked that jalapeno off and bit it right in half, right there in the backyard, and ate it. And immediately start drinking coffee.
Hey.
Oh man, you sound like what's his name? What's Johnny Small Pepper. Johnny Small Pepper be eating Scotch bonnets and habaneros and Carolina Reapers and drinking coffee. And baby, I know. I just like what goes up must go down. Everything to go in got to come out, and I be thinking, bless his heart, bless his heart. For real,
right?
Bless his heart and give him the cream. Shoot.
Man, I'm telling you something. AJ, you don't know nothing about worms, do you?
No, I don't know nothing about worms, man. Yeah, I know a lot about worms, my brother.
Talk about that a little bit, family. Talk about that.
Well, what I do, I use worms. I compost my food scraps, man, and these bad boys, they can eat paper. They eat cardboard. They eat food scraps, and what they do, they eat the stuff and they poop it out. We call it worm castings. And it's organic black gold, man.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be scared to talk about that stuff. You know, I was embarrassed because to some people worms are gross, but once you start raising them and seeing how your fruits and vegetables turn out good, man, you know, it's just something. It's a blessing. Like I says, I can't complain. That's what I've been doing. A lot of my videos are focused on that. So you go out to the store, you'll spend about $15 for a bag of fertilizer. You get them worms, man. You got fertilizer all year round.
Yeah,
some good stuff, man.
Now I wonder. This is something that I never really thought about. When you get what is it, like a black cow, and you get some of the other more expensive and well known manures. I'm not talking about like diatomaceous earth or nothing like that, but ain't it probably? And I'm gonna ask an expert since we got one here. Ain't it probably a whole lot of castings in a lot of that actual good quality fertilizer versus some of the stuff that you could get for, maybe, not to say nothing wrong with it, because you can get what you can afford. Maybe some that you can get for $3-4.98 or something like that. I think it's got to have a whole lot of worm castings in it, man, mixed into the soil to make it actually work the way it worked. But I don't know. I'm asking the expert.
Yeah, a lot of the castings nowadays, like one of the brothers said, you don't know what's in them. You know, some of these things might have pesticides or some other stuff in their mixture, because whatever the cows or the goats, whatever they eat, it's going to come out of their poop. But when you feed your worms or whatever your garden, you know what's going in your garden, you know. So that's why with my worms, I don't go out and buy the big box stuff anymore, because I know what's in it, you know. Because some people, man, use human waste in a garden bed. You don't want to do that, but some people do that. And that just ain't me, man. I just, like I said, I stick to what I know what's in it, and that's what I'm going to eat, brothers. That's so, you know, like I said, for me, just try worms out for about a year and see the results of the castings, man. Save your money. It ain't worth it when you can do it yourself for like a $30 investment. You got a harvest for life.
Right.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna say this. I don't mean to cut you off, just real quick. I have followed AJ and my one of my favorite other I call them wormers. One of my wormers is Peggy Hibbling. She down there in Florida. And man, they really got their worm game on lock. And it is true. Sometimes it is human waste mixed into it, because first off, I would never be in the military, for one. That's some shit I would never do. And for two,
leave it alone, man. Leave it alone.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. J3 lived in the
you don't
country.
like Blackhawks, you know, you ain't got to, you know.
She looks better.
Like I said, just because you don't like Blackhawks, you know.
And J3 was actually in a country where it was alleged that some of the food that was grown both to the north and in the country he was in, like, wow. So I would never do that. But he over there eating kimchi and smiling and shit. So J3, what? Anyway, we'll get to you in a minute. Vision, you were finna say something. Go ahead, bro.
I don't even remember now. Oh, Odom, welcome in, my brother, and everybody else that came in. Do me a favor, y'all. If you have not, kind ma'am, kind sir, please smash the like button. And also, if it is in your constitution, please share out this amazing live of Who Raised You? Do Dads Even Matter? African Dreaming put this together, this amazing panel of men and lady. Ms. Jones Truth came up here and laid it out, opened the Bible, dropped the mic, and walked away. And
yes, she did.
She back in the bushes. So please share this out and make sure you smash the like button.
Yes,
that's about all I got, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. By the way, before J3 get the line and talking about honey or whatever else he finna do,
ate the last mango the other day.
Now it's 8 p.m. Ain't it, Vision, tonight?
8 o'clock tonight. Yes.
8 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock tonight. Vision gonna be on with a special guest over on his channel. I ain't gonna tell y'all who it is. You gotta go check it out, hit the notification so you will know who we're gonna be talking to tonight. And I believe Odom's Homestead tonight as well. Miss Shirley OG Gardner, Auntie Ellen, Auntie G Quat Traditions is on tonight because it's Thursday. Tomorrow night, you got Big Rooster Show and you got J3GS Farm. So, I mean, hey, you got your next 2 days, baby, is full.
Hey.
Go ahead, J3, and then everybody else in the panel, and we ain't gonna hold people too long. Gonna let them get out of here, but go ahead, bro.
Well, talking about the worms and stuff. Now that now me, I was a big fisherman, and I like when I go fishing, I go buy worms and everything. And if I don't use all my worms, I would take my worms instead of putting them in the refrigerator. I take and pour them in my garden. And I got to one point where I didn't go to the store to get worms no more. I just go to my garden. I get my vegetable fruits, and then also get worms.
There you go.
Fishing. And hey, it's amazing what you do when you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
And as far as all the fertilizers and all that stuff, I tell now just beginning, me starting out and everything, and then have goats and all that stuff. Yeah, I went and bought all that black cow and all that other crap and all that. But when you get your own animals, your own chickens and your own goats and everything, and you use your own fertilizer to fertilize your garden and everything, that's better than that black cow and all that other stuff. I got a barrel of goat poop still sitting out there.
So J3, you got lambs?
I got a lamb. That's my grandson's lamb.
We need to talk because I'm thinking about.
Hey, no, we don't. I don't even like him.
Okay. So
I'm not gonna like him till he go to the fridge.
Well, I understand that, right. but I want to talk to you about raising them because I'm thinking about getting some lambs.
Bruh, I'm gonna be serious with you. You do better if you get goats.
Hey, I was gonna say, man, and I mean this to be very PC. I would tell you what, Vision. I do two of them. Get one male, one female. ARD, what's up, my brother? I'm gonna bring you up in a minute. TX Lala, thank you. Gina tomorrow. Gina tomorrow. With Frugal Fridays. Thank you, TX Lala, for reminding me. I'm an old man. My memory ain't what it used to be, so y'all bear with it.
There
you go again. Thinking he the oldest person up here and on YouTube. All right.
Hey, man. Hey, it's something about sheep. They really, really just gullible. They just not. They kind of dumb. I don't even like.
They are dumb. Sheep are dumb.
They are.
Sheep dumb as hell. Goats will give you a run for your money. They kind of slick. They kind of crafty. You think a goat can't get over here or do that? Hell, a goat will jump up on the car. They'll jump up on the fence. All they need is about that much for one.
Well, that's why I got a dog, man. That's why I got the dog I got, so he can take care and maintain it and keep everybody in line.
And you got the right one for it too, an African Borbal. Because I'm telling you, man, a sheep will see a coyote or something walking up to him and be like, hey, friend. Like, hey, I ain't seen you around these parts before. Come over, let's hang out and shit.
How you doing? Right.
Hey. How you doing? Yeah. Let me get ARD. What's and Dan Dan. I almost said Dan H. I saw the
Dan H.
That's my brother. That's my other brother from another mother.
DDP, Devil Dog Prepper. What's good, family?
That's right. Got Devil Dog up here.
Hey, gentlemen, I'm a buy out, and I appreciate the time, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, Devil Dog. Have a good day, bro.
We'll see you later,
All right. See you later, Devil Dog.
Anybody else bow out too, I wanted to respectfully say, man, happy Born Day celebration to the VP family. Man.
Hold on.
Gotta make sure we do that while everybody's watching.
No. Hold on. I'm looking at my phone.
ARD, you ain't supposed to be tipping the pot like that. But go ahead, bro.
To you,
I ain't mad at
you. Yes, sir. Yes,
sir.
What?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Her birthday was on the 6th and mine was on the 11th.
Oh man. Happy belated.
Thank you.
Hey man, happy
belated.
belated. Where have I been? God damn it! Now I got to do it, man. I got to because it's African dreaming tradition. Hold on a minute, baby, come here. I might have to turn my camera off, but we got to, cause I ain't even know. Boy, I tell you, time just
Oh
flying.
yeah,
Wait
they
till y'all get
private
my
about it. But I'm
If
just
you
an
got the
active, I'm an
property,
active listener.
TX La La, if you got the property, a donkey is real good.
It is, but I prefer dogs because I like my dogs also protect those in the house.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
I
sleep
tell you
in-
what,
Yeah.
I
You don't want no donkey in the house. Hold on a minute, y'all, real quick. Vision preparedness, ladies and gentlemen. This is for vision preparedness. We got to hit in with this happy birthday love. It's an African dreaming tradition. Y'all, please put some happy birthdays in the doggone chat, and then you can show them even more love by being over there in this live tonight. But in the meantime, let's get it, baby. Me.
Oh,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Vision preparedness. Yeah.
thank y'all so much. Thank you, April. Thank you.
I didn't mean to
Yes.
blow up the spot, VP. I apologize.
You're all right, bro. Don't worry. It's all good. It's
It's
all
well
It's
good.
good
deserved,
now.
though.
It's
Because
over.
he called me up. He called me on the phone. He said, "Wait a minute, bro. Hold up. You're not." He throwing red flags all over the place. It's the COO's birthday and yours all within the same week. Come on.
And man, I
Yes,
done talked
sir.
to you since then and you ain't said nothing. How dare you?
No, I didn't. You're right. That's how
You
grown
I'm an
folks
active
do.
listener. I would just say that. I'm an active listener. Yeah.
Hey, watch this, J3. See, man, if you'd have joined me on my chat, you would have been there on the 6th when I told everybody, give the COO a birthday shout out. And mine was coming in a couple of days. See, but you over there sleeping, fighting under the covers, and
Now see,
get them,
what I'm gonna need y'all to do is not be coming on at 3 and 4 in the morning over here. So I need y'all to start, adjust your times.
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that, seriously. And I thank God to allow me to see another year. And J3, you'll appreciate this, bro. I turned 60 yesterday. So
hey, I don't appreciate Jay appreciate that. You're a little younger than he is.
Yeah, exactly, J3.
You're a little younger than he is.
Yeah, I'm a little younger than you.
I got 2 years on you, sir.
See?
2 years on you.
Nah, bro, you ain't even got no AARP card, so I don't even want to hear that.
Oh man, it's coming though. It's coming.
See?
And Dennis.
See?
And Dennis.
See?
Hey,
Yeah.
if he got 2 years on your vision, he with me.
Exactly, J3, tell him. That's why you appreciate it, because when you hit 6-0, bruh, life you see different, way different. See, you see stuff you don't even hear when you turn 6. I'm gonna just let that marinate. I'm gonna let you figure that one out. See, he don't know nothing about that, J3. When you see stuff you don't even hear, yeah. But thank you for the birthday. Appreciate you.
Definitely. I can't let you escape, because as soon as people start dropping out, I know you like to drop out real soon.
I was on my way. I was getting ready to bounce. Yep, I was getting ready to bounce. And go wake up Cole and go for our afternoon walk in the woods.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we'll be around too for 8 o'clock your time. Yeah, that's
I appreciate
perfect.
you. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Jones Truth. I appreciate you. See, I love my elders. I listen to my elders. I learn from my elders. And all your young boys up here on the panel, except African Dreaming, him and Methuselah are identical twins. So
there you go. I thank you, sir. I thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And everybody still don't believe I'm Benjamin Button, but you're right. I'm not.
Right.
You ain't got nothing on me.
Exactly.
Hey,
Like my
listen, I'm pretty sure
like
you
my
wouldn't
dad.
even mention your birthday on your live later today. So I'm
I'm
glad that
not.
I mentioned this right now. I know you're not, but I'm glad
No, you
because
know
you
me.
deserve it, my brother. You
That's truth.
deserve it.
I appreciate you. Thank you. But you know,
Hey,
these young
Bishop, real
boys
quick.
don't
I'm
know.
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I just saw something very quick. Please, everybody on the panel. Motivation from the weightlifting geek that came in and they ain't even got to him yet. Hey, y'all, can y'all
Yes,
please,
sir.
everybody on the panel, baby, help me out. Drop drop your links and drop that hashtag BCIAC. So I got people want to connect with you. AJ up here. I want y'all to connect with him as well. It's
Yep.
AJ's Green Topics. Y'all make sure y'all please connect with each other
Yeah,
now
Mr.
so we
AJ.
don't have to
Great to see
scramble to
you.
do it at the last minute. I want
And
everybody
Big
to get to
Tack,
know
great to see
everybody.
you, my brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, April. Thank you. Much
Hey,
love,
one
April.
thing too, because I wasn't about to come here to add any information apart from that birthday thing, I guess.
Man,
But for the full topic though,
whatever.
for the topic though, who raised you and do dads even matter? You know, I think the whole live was, I think this was special compared to other lives. Like every one you get those gems, but the one that was special about this live was literally having someone, shout out to Miss Jones Truth, from that
Yes.
other side and still being able to speak to that unbiasedly, you know, what with her opinion about, you know, after having to go through this in a corporate way, what that actually looks like, with an opinion at that point. And I think, not to be biased at all, I really value that because it's one thing that I learned from my little genius, my princess, is she's 2 years old and we do this thing now that she's two. We count to three. And every time my wife counts to three, she'll count to 4, 5, 6. But when I count to three, she's already moving on one. She don't even try to play with the fingers or nothing. She's like, all right, let me go ahead and get it done. So
Right.
it's literally just like the presents, you know. My
Yes.
beautiful genius will just lay on me, out of the blue. Like she'll see me doing whatever, reading a book. She'll just lay on me and just like embrace me, right? Just chilling. And when I think about what Miss Jones Truth said about those pheromones and everything, I honestly believe that. I
Yep.
mean, if science is science and people want to
That's a
believe in
fact.
Absolutely.
science part time and
That's a
not,
fact.
I honestly
Right.
believe that because she knows she can go get dad anytime she wants.
That's
She
right.
can go get dad literally anytime she wants. In the
That's
middle
right.
of the night, at the top of the morning, I'm yours, And honestly, I think that that's just a way of just not longing for something that you need, and it grows into your adolescence and then adulthood. But that's just my thought when I think about that a little bit deeper from just from a dad's perspective. So, thank you, Miss Jones True, for adding that. Yeah.
No, that's
No.
real, bro. That's real.
See,
I gotta get Joe in here, but I want to say real quick, shout out to Swoop like me. Just had a swoop raid, official Jamil, Buddha of Destiny, all the people who coming in. Thank y'all for being
welcome
here.
in. Welcome
Please
in.
don't forget that like
Yeah.
button. Please don't
Smash
forget
that
to
like
share this live out. We thank y'all so much. Sifting some Saul and Mo. My Mona done tipped her way on over here. We appreciate
Yeah.
you, family. Thank you
Hey,
for being here.
Mona. Hey,
Hey,
Mona.
Mona.
Uh, who else? If I missed anybody, man, y'all charge it to the game, not to my heart.
Los
But
Leon.
hey, ARD, you on to something, man. And I just want to say this real quick. I'm gonna give it back to the panel because I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. Y'all can't
3
keep this
days
conversation
later.
going like this. Y'all can't keep this kind of conversation going. Now we got to get out of here. But
3 days later.
there he go. There he go. Of course, I'm gonna let you have that because it's your birthday now.
See, actually, see where you at. You 2 days late because my birthday was yesterday.
Was yesterday. Well,
Yesterday.
it's today in my heart. Damn it, it's today in my heart. But it's some power to that. I learned that from my wife. Everything ARD just said because and what Miss Jones Truth said. My wife parents will be, I think, 43 years together this year. 43 year high
Amen.
school sweetheart. Bro,
Amen.
I'm gonna tell you something. my wife came into our relationship with a certain confidence, and I'm gonna call it a comfort arrogance, if you will. This what I mean by that. She taught me. I'm the one from the broken home. I'm the one. Grab your bag. I ain't got to deal with this shit. I don't. Even though I knew I loved her to death, didn't want her to go nowhere. I didn't want to go nowhere. But my conflict resolution now ain't what it was when I was in my early 20s when we first met. I ain't gonna say two different people. I was a different version of myself. I married a woman who knew what it was like to see parents not have their best days and still completely love each other and get over that shit. And I had no clue what that was about. All I know, you piss me off, I ain't got to deal with you.
Yep, I'm gone.
I'm gone. I ain't got to deal with that. And she calmed me down. She helped me grow into the man that I am. Okay, my bad, baby. 45 years. Damn, this month. I knew it was soon. I knew it was around. Here's something. Okay, 45. My bad. Not 43. 45. But yeah, so growing up with that dad in your presence, you already know what it's like to have a level of non-physical, non-sexual, but a fatherly intimacy that introduces you to manhood in a way that I think can benefit you later on in life, because you know what it's like to be angry, upset, love, do this. You know what dudes like to a degree and all of that stuff. But with that being said, Joe hiding in the server room. He ain't got but like 3 minutes left. So
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Under a desk with a suit on.
How'd you know, BP? Did you hack my iPad, turn my camera on real quick? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
I will say this. Literally what I was going to say is along the lines of what you just said, Jay. Like growing up, before the accident, my pop was 6'2", 6'3". He carried about 275, almost 300 pounds. Big guy. Big guy. So you can imagine being 5 or 6. There was 2 things I knew in my life. That Negro's crazy, and don't nobody love me more than he does. Those are 2 things I knew. He had a phrase. He said, "Son, I'm gonna reach your heart even if I gotta go through your hind parts to get there." And he meant it.
That's
He
right.
didn't play games. And growing up, what you just said, Jay, was so true, because he taught me what it was like to not be a male, but to be a man, because it's a difference.
Yeah.
Genetics makes you a male, but being a man is not always about being the roughest and the toughest and the toughness and all these other things. But it's about being a positive influence in society, within your home, within your neighborhood, so that when you enter, your presence is felt. I had to learn that, but he taught me. And, I do the same thing with Lil Man. Like, he knows no matter what, I got his back. Now, you do something wrong, I'm going to get you, but I still got your back. And that kind of stuff just don't exist anymore like it used to.
Right.
Yeah, very true. And then even when Miss Jones Truth was talking about the 60s, 70s, and then 90s, even I was raised, this time around I was born in the 90s, but I told you I got multiple birth certificates. But with that, it was one thing that it was different between my parents was when my mom sat me down, we would talk about, stuff. But one thing that I always remember was before I had to get that discipline, my dad would sit me down. I remember every word before you knew it was coming, but it made you sit down and listen to every word.
Yes,
At the
indeed.
time, I was like, maybe I can convince him that I understand. He was like, nah, he always committed to his word. So he's like, I told you before we sat down. And he make you feel so comfortable, tea and crumpets, like everything. And you listening, and then you know exactly what's about to happen.
Don't raise his voice, not a octave. Just talks all calm.
Exactly.
And it'd
be you didn't know it was the quickest discipline that you was gonna get because of how strong that man was. Like, it was just like, whoa, how long was you here? I feel like we got 2 hours in this blood.
But
Hey, my dad used to always tell me, he said, now, son, now, I know what you did wrong. So if you lie, you only gonna get it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Never raised his voice, nothing at all.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, never read I've never. When my dad passed away in 2016. In my entire life, I never heard him raise his voice. Never.
Yeah.
And I made the mistake of running one day from him. Turned around, he was right behind me. I stopped dead in my tracks and just fell on my knees. Was like, oh, come on, Dad, please, no. Nope. And then I realized that gravity is a real thing because I was walking and my feet were not on the ground.
When we used to run from Dad, when it was discipline time, everybody used to forget Dad had them Arkansas feet. He used to run it on the dirt. So when he come and get you,
no matter what he got on, right? Shoes, no shoes.
Man, hey, I don't care how fresh you are or what team you track for.
Correct.
Man, hey.
Correct.
He was always better than you. And on top of that, he was smarter than you. He'll make you believe we about to bend the corner and he right there on the other side. Don't play with Pops.
And Mom standing in the door screaming, don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Sometimes that's all they can do. Take it easy on him.
Yeah.
And I want to say, hey, Grandma Faye, everybody who coming in from the swoop raid, I appreciate y'all, family. I really do. Thank y'all so much. I think motivation or tack, I couldn't hear somebody's voice was finna jump in, but I want to say this. For y'all who don't know, Jay the Motivator, the artist formerly known as Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek, make sure you drop your hashtag BCIAC in the chat so people can connect with you, just in case they a little discombobulated from the name change and all of that. But I want to say something else about dad. Say something else about fathers and everybody who love or had a decent relationship with their pops. If y'all ever followed Motivation for any length of time, this man will get off of a full work day, do his live. At one point, he was doing a lunch live and doing an after work live.
Yep.
And will get off, do a live, go home, pick his son up, and play catch with his son. Sometimes he did it on the live. He'll have his earbuds in. He's spending time with little man. Y'all, I'm not about letting the world believe that this is so one-sided that you don't have men like the men on this panel up here. Because it means something. I ain't got no daddy no more. I done reached that phase in life. Both my parents gone. And in a lot of different ways, it's a lonely ass feeling. I got a wife who loves me. I got my family and I got my wife's family. But not having those two people, because a certain sense of security is gone. A certain sense of safety. A certain sense of knowing that no matter what happened to me or how old I get, I got somebody who loves me more than they damn near love themselves.
Yeah.
Fathers are those people too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fathers are those people too.
Yeah.
Family. For
We are.
everybody who listening.
We
so
are.
With that being said, I'm gonna hand it back to y'all.
Hold on, real. Not only and tag before you go. Not only fathers, but I believe like people like genuine men in the community are the same thing. Like sometimes you gotta piece that situation together in order for that person to be successful. And I'm a proponent of piecing it together. At the true story of it all, like I'm a true proponent of piecing it together. With having my dad there, my mom there, there was just a lot of things we were interested in that they didn't have necessarily. We had the wisdom about, but they didn't have the education about. And they allowed us to like go figure out and found the right people for both like my brothers and my sisters to go, be able to like mature in that development, you know, without like losing a step or losing a sense of accountability, respect, honor, you know. So when it comes to that community, like that comment said earlier, I think that that's key, because even with two people in the household, you know, we still abided by the same true delta, you know, as my dad and my mom set for us, but we had influence to raise us as well. So it was all on them to bring it all together at the time.
That's
But
right.
just for us to like develop, they knew that it took more than just them to do it. And they weren't ashamed of that. And they did that with open arms. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
replace that with not having someone, you know, there is still opportunity, you know, to just do the right thing and find the right people that aren't trying to take advantage of you, not trying to take advantage of your parents, not trying to take advantage of your finances or anything
Right.
like that. They
Yep.
just genuinely want to be there to support. And
Yep.
honestly, I still believe that those people still exist. I know a few,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah,
And
they
Yeah.
do.
and
They
that's
do.
that's
And
that's
the
what I tell the COO. I told her the other day. She got mad at me. We get ready to go to sleep. I said, I know you're mad at me. That's okay. I love you. Go to sleep, and you can try again tomorrow. I'm like, hey, I know you're mad at me now. That's okay. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
We can try again tomorrow.
Try again tomorrow, baby. Yep.
I tell mine we ain't going to sleep mad at each other.
Right, that too. And
yeah.
she laughed at me and rolled over and said, whatever.
But you, I say that too, J3. You know they still be mad at our ass, don't you?
Yeah, they do.
At least you said
it. She better pretend so I can go to sleep.
Right. You see, Jay, I'm with you. I say, we're going to stay up all night and talk about this. And then she'd be like, I'm sleepy. I said, you still mad? You know I'm mad at you. When you ain't going to sleep. We gonna talk what the problem is.
Hey, that's it. And my wife, no, I'll stay up all night without.
Right, same here. Exactly. I'm like, no. Yep.
Now-
Go ahead and go to sleep. We'll try again tomorrow.
It's the realest, though. It's the realest.
on-
It's the realest. Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead, Mo. Yeah.
On this subject, it's funny because I was supposed to go live yesterday at 5:30, like normal. I got held
Messed
up at
up my
work.
schedule.
The server room vacuumed me in, would let me out. So I told little man we play football when we got home. So that didn't happen until I got home at 7 o'clock. And he FaceTimed me. He's like, I want to play football, but it's dark. We're not going to be able to play football. I said, son, there's a street light on the other side of the new house. He said, really? So we went outside. And we played football for about an hour straight. Where he played, I threw. But it was funny because he keeps trying to challenge himself to get better at football. So he would have me throw the ball, but he would be one knee down on the ground so that he had to get up and run back to catch the ball before it hit the ground. It got to a point where I told him, ain't no way you can do it. So literally next play, he does it. And as soon as he catches it, he's like, you were saying what was impossible? But the little things of how we build that confidence. You know what I mean? So we ended up going live last night at 9 o'clock. It was supposed to be Work on You Wednesday, normal motivation. It turned into a whole soda review with me and him cutting up, laughing, had a good time. It was one of the best live streams I've had in a very long time.
Are you still looking at the can?
I think he had more fun than you had.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
you still looking at the can?
I'm still looking at the can. And
right.
He set me up with that mess. But we had so much fun. We had so much fun to see him happy, comfortable on camera. That's part of my job as his father, as a man, and not just a male, but to teach him how to be confident. So the whole subject of this conversation and this live stream, it is the essence of what I am trying to do for him.
You are doing. We don't try. I tell you, like I tell everybody in my household, we don't try, we do.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. You know,
and you doing it, bro, and keep on doing it.
But you take the responsibility and put the work in, regardless.
Right.
You got to keep learning, man. You are.
Yeah. But
sometimes that little motivation goes a long way. Man.
Yes, indeed. And by the way,
that thought and the understanding goes a long way.
Right. Now that we've been up here 9 days, I got to bounce.
Of course. You see, he egg it on and then he dip out. I know you're tight. I know you're tight, bro. I know you're tight. That's all good. Hey, before you tip on out of here, because we ain't gonna be up here much longer neither.
Can we sing a song?
You said it again.
Can we sing a song?
Hey, J3, I love you. Ain't nobody ask you nothing, bro.
Can we sing a song, Jay?
Huh? Go ahead, bro. Whatever you want.
I need you to kick it off. Let's sing a song.
I don't know. I'd rather hear you and J3.
Can we get some H-Town?
I ain't doing no H-Town tonight. I'm leaving. I mean, you leaving. Damn it. You got me confused. You got me discombobulated. I'm not leaving, you leaving. Hey man, don't handle your business. But before you get out of here, tell everybody about your what you got going on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sir.
Vision preparedness, and we're gonna be talking some real world stuff. Got a live tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. My special guest, I'm not gonna tell you. You just go out there, check out the thumbnail coming over. But the topic tonight is let's talk the real world.
The real world.
The real world.
Yeah.
So
I just got a feeling like it's gonna be a mad conversation, son. Pun intended.
Yeah, exactly. Pun intended. Yes. So yes, stop on by. You may learn a thing or three. And if you don't, that's okay too. Come on over and fellowship with the folks. Tell them to scooch over, bring your favorite beverage, bring your dinner, hide your kids, hide your wife, and come on over and let's have a conversation. But in the meantime, folks, dear ma'am, dear sir, please, I am asking for your sympathy and action. Please smash the like button. Share this live out because my brother once again hit a home run out of the park with the topic tonight that we need to talk about, but don't nobody want to talk about it. So he talks about it. He talks about it. And I appreciate you. And from one dad to all the dads, to all the males that are being dads or have stepped up to be the responsible male in a young man, young girl's life to help shape their life and guide them. I thank you. And thank you, my brother, for allowing me to spend the afternoon with you, not being country in my own country.
That's a new one on me. I never heard that one before, baby. I love it. I appreciate it, fam.
I love all y'all.
Love you too. Being country in your own country.
Right. Yes, indeed. I'll see y'all later. Y'all take care. Stay blessed.
All right.
I got to run too.
Peace.
Okay,
I
go
got
ahead.
all
Joe.
kinds of electronic fires going on and things happening, but I've been missing an action for so long. When I saw y'all were live, I was like, listen, somebody gonna have to put out something so I can come up here and hang out. Don't nobody know I'm here, so don't tell them. But I
Joe,
did want to
keep doing your thug sizzle, man. Keep doing your big man thing over there, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
And once the live
don't
is
worry
over,
about
I'm
these
gonna call you,
YouTube and
ARD,
social media
I've been meaning to
streets.
call you.
Oh yeah, it's no worries, man. Whenever you get time, that's love, bro. That's all good.
That's
you
it.
know.
Yeah, that's
You know,
good.
we don't play, we don't count tallies over here. It's all
I
love.
got you, fam.
Because I be missing in action sometimes too. So it's all love. But it's all love.
Now I don't want to repeat.
I
don't want to repeat what Vision said, but I literally have to go back and watch this from the beginning because I'm telling you there was so much positive information that was shared about the perspective of actually being a father, being a man, not just being a male. And I know you don't have children, Jay, but listening to the way that you deal with your nephews and the conversations that we had, you are the embodiment of a father. So I appreciate what you do. You know what I mean?
Thank you, fam. I appreciate that, bro. That's I just do what I can, but that means a
And
lot.
as old
I
as
really
you
do
are,
appreciate it.
Yeah.
and as old as you are, I know you're a father to a lot of folks around here on this YouTube.
See,
That's
there you go.
exactly what I tell Mr. Dreaming.
You forgot
When we think
put
about,
Methuselah in there.
man, there's a lot. Yeah. But
I do
yeah,
my
there's
best.
a lot.
I do what I can. I do what I can.
But it's the same thing too. It's like how many people can you just inspire a mentee in a way, right? Or, you know, just influence in the right way. Like I think we've all benefited from that at some point in time from a male figure that wasn't necessarily our parents, you know. It doesn't mean it means that you're a man, and it also means that you have those dad qualities, right? Not just the father qualities. And that's something that you gotta revere and respect all day.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate both of y'all. And Joe, I know you got to go. Before you get out of here, man, I want you to stick around. Let me get ARD right real quick.
Sure.
And then you can go on and bounce out, do your closing. I got to.
Hold on. Can I sum this up right quick?
No, it's already going. It's already going. You too late.
What am, Joe? What am, Joe?
Oh. Hold on. One more. Got them counted up. Appreciate that, ARD. How you gonna be in the chat and supporting the same chat you in, bro? I don't know. Hey, all I can say is thank you. I appreciate you, man.
It's all love.
For real. Much love.
But no, I think that if anything that we take from this is it's community that really drives it, you know, with the right energy. But also there is two different things between a male and a man and a father and a dad. Right. Yes. And anybody genuine and authentic can play that role as a man or a father. As a man or a dad. So, and yeah, I don't even want to get into deep. I feel like this is like a Father's Day celebration, even though it's not Father's Day. So it's all good.
and I'm gonna say one thing real quick, and then I'm literally about to go.
All right.
It's a shame from a society standpoint that someone who is not a father understands so much about what being a father is. And there are so many males that are literally throwing away the opportunity to be a father. So I think it's a reason why we all can step up our game and as a community help others to learn that this is not something that's a second prize. This ain't something to throw away. This is a responsibility, and it's going to help you. And on that note, I'm out. We'll see y'all later. Much love.
All right, bro. Thank you, Joe.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna hit y'all. I gotta get back. I gotta get in here and my
Hey,
son.
Tack, are you still good on Sunday? You still doing freestyle Sunday?
I don't know yet, just yet.
Okay. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, definitely here to support.
Let me hit y'all back. Well, I'll see y'all in the next one. Being country.
Yes,
all right.
I got
Man, thank you for coming up.
My daughter's parent-teacher conference, so I'm about to go in here and see what he got going on in the
Yes,
school.
sir. Record everything.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, Tack, much love, bro. You take care. Enjoy that conference, and don't have too much fun.
hey, he better know that this conference better go right, or we're gonna have some problems.
For sure.
That's why they record it, because when they can play, when you play him what they told him, regardless if it's good or bad, it's going to motivate him or motivate him.
Both.
All right,
that's
All right,
bro.
Brother.
Take care, family. Take care. We got ARD. I'm gonna get just real quick. We're gonna wind it. Jay, y'all don't. And damn, I hate saying that. Don't go nowhere. Ain't nobody told y'all to go nowhere. Don't leave yet. But y'all need to hear from AJ, and y'all need to hear from J3GS, man. AJ especially. You've been you've been dropping your link, and I know you dropped your link a couple times, bro. Tell people about how and where they can learn how to really, really get their worm casting set in place, man. Talk to them.
You can check out my channel. AJ's Green Topics. What I'm doing, I'm trying to go live at least once a month on Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm trying to connect with gardeners, worm farmers, and other people. So my goal is to have someone different at least once a month on my lives so we can learn. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask me. I don't know everything, but I'll tell you what I know. And I'm not scared to let you know because there's enough resources for everybody to succeed. That's how YouTube is. You know, you share with one person and that networking just starts out, man. You know, so I'm just thankful that all of us in general on this panel took that initiative to just upload that first video and look where we're at now. And the only way we can keep going is forward.
True that.
Sounds good, bro. So, it's AJ's Green Topic. Let me put AJ drop.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
hashtag.
Mr. AJ, can you drop that again for us?
Okay.
Yeah.
But once I want to say, I'll drop that link, but I want to say thank you for the opportunity to come on your live stream as well, man. I appreciate the time. You guys are all great people, man, and I'll look you up once I get those links. I'll look you up too. But it's hashtag what is it again?
Hashtag BCIAC.
BCIAC. Okay. All right, I got it.
Hey, y'all, and truth be told, I've been rocking with AJ for a long time. AJ actually allowed me to come up and ask a couple questions. He had a guest on. Man, that had to be like over a year ago. We didn't have like 100 people good. And I was up there for most of the live asking questions, learned some stuff. We've been keeping connected ever since then. And you know, in this fly by night social media existence, longevity means something. If it don't to you, it do to me. So
that's right. Yeah. You never forget your true friends, man. You know, and you always be there for me, you know, because we started out small. We're going to grow big together, and just always remember where you came from. You know, I want to say blessings to all fathers, you know, and all single dads too. And like you're a mentor. So thanks for what you do. You know, I'll let you drop whatever you want to say. Then I'm gonna go ahead and head on out,
good.
man. It's really an honor to spend time with you guys. And like I said, someone said it was God's timing today for us to be here. So I praise God for that. And like I said, thank you all for your time.
I enjoyed you too, bro.
All right, we enjoyed you, family. We enjoyed you. And hopefully some more people come over and get connected with you and the great thing that you're doing as far as showing people how to actually worm farm.
Yeah, I see them worms.
That's amazing, bro. So with that being said, man, I appreciate you for coming through, bro. Real
you
talk.
too. You guys take care.
All right, fam. All right, we'll holler. Who we got? Gail at Night. E-Money. What's going on, family? Welcome in. I don't know if I missed nobody. Did it? She said still in here. I think I got her. Yeah. And then there were 3. E-Money on the beat say, I shouting out African Dreaming on my way to work, stopping through the show love and support, fam. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I catch the playback. Always go make that money. Get that money, bro. Hey man, and not only is E-Money supporting over here, he also support over on the TikTok machine, and we appreciate that because we believe in being diverse as far as this whole YouTube, TikTok, what's another one? I ain't even gonna think of all of them, but the point is, man, don't throw all your eggs in one basket. Spread yourself so you can meet new people in different places. If something is deemed as being a toxic environment or a piece of ish platform, well, build your own people around it and then make it not that way. It's literally a microcosm of life. If you want to build good and have good, that's what you're gonna build and have. If you don't, then you just don't. With that being said, let's get to the honey slanger himself.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all doing, folks? J3GS Farm here. I'm just an old country boy, like gardening, fruit trees, and helping people. Plain and simple.
That's it.
You might see me tonight on Get It Off Your Chest on Oldham's channel. 8 o'clock. Correction, 9
Yes,
o'clock.
sir.
And you see me on Fridays. Think about it. 6 p.m. Eastern Central Time.
Yes, sir.
If you're in Africa, I don't even know what the time is.
It's what is it? 12 hours plus 1 or 12 hours plus 2 on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's no, it's yeah. So it'll be about at 6 o'clock. I think that's about 2 a.m. 2 a.m. for us. Let me look. Yeah, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's about 2 a.m. Most of the time when some of y'all come on, hey Frugal Mama. When a lot of y'all come on, man, it be between like 2 and 5 a.m. So it be crazy as hell. We can't always catch it. Next week we getting ready to kind of go back to where I am, especially baby a little bit more flexible. But as far as like scheduling goes, because we do try to spend a week or 2 weeks out of the month being a little bit more nighttime so we can catch up with people, so we can do stuff at nighttime for us or early morning, which is evening or afternoon for y'all. And it ain't always easy. So we doing the best we can. But and anybody we miss, we always go back and play catch up. Sometimes you might have to give us a couple of days, sometimes you might have to give us a week or so. But doggone it, we gonna get back to you. Fiona, salama dada, habari yako? Safi. Shut your ass. Hey.
How you know what I was about to say, JP? No,
hey, neither one of y'all buy shit.
Hey.
Ain't neither one of y'all buy shit.
Black folks don't
Neither
know
one of y'all.
Black folks don't know how to
no. I'm surprised you ain't say nothing in Korean, J3, or German.
That was Korean.
I was about to say some
what you say, Amoni?
some Hindi.
Tumogo. Okay.
Chilbeck. Hey, you ever catch them down? You catching them shit from the hump or over the Osan or over the Daegu or something? Chilbeck. You know what I'm saying?
For somebody in the military, you know too much.
I was never. These are stories I heard, man. I never served. But by the way, J3 is a vet. Shout out to all the vets out there, all the people who serve. And yeah, much love to y'all. These just, you know how you be around people, you hear different stories and shit. I ain't finna do that shit. No, that's for you. That's for y'all heroes. I ain't no hero.
Hey.
And then let's hear from ARD. And don't y'all go nowhere. I told y'all don't go nowhere. Just because we said we winding down, don't mean y'all got to try to tiptoe y'all ass on out of here now. ARD, what say you, young man?
Honestly, like man, when I even look at the milestone for being a member, I just remember, man, back last year, like November, December-ish, when you guys were doing the countdown, but even before that, you were doing a lot of recaps. And I believe there was like some type of thon over there, like a thon, whatever we used to call it back then, you know.
Right.
And, you know, I was in the bushes, you know, for a while. And that inspired me to get out of the bushes, inspired our team, my wife as well to support everything. And we want to keep supporting you guys. Like now, you know, we're in October. We got 2 months left of this year. And I can only imagine what the recap is going to look like for this year. I can only imagine what Tori's Brain Game recap is going to look like, or motivation is going to look like, or even Jegs is going to look like, especially when you were supporting our brother Odom, you know, with Get It Off Your Chest, and then him doing his thing as well. And now just think about it. Like there's a lot of things that, a lot of like gems, a lot of real like lessons and motivational factors that if we can just have that even more present, and you know, I think that alone is going to keep the right community in the right mindset, you know. So for me, I'm truly blessed to be a supporter of this of this community. We all are, and I just want to give support to that. Like, I know we're past September, we're in October, but I just want to
Man,
inspire everybody to think about, how do we want to end off this next 60 days, almost 90 days? How do we want to end off, that to propel us and spring us into 2024?
yes.
Also, want to talk about, that Jegs honey. It's been spreading like wildfires in California,
That's what I
man.
heard.
Hey, it's been spreading like wildfire.
Hey,
I bought 5 bottles. I ain't gonna talk about everything, but I'm just saying I bought 5 bottles. We've been cooking that down, trying to refine it, trying to crystallize it.
that's something like crack. You better leave it alone.
Hey,
Don't do
J3
too
got that
much.
pure. He got that
Yo,
pure.
no.
He got that
So
pure.
after I came back from Mexico, and then like before Mexico, I told you guys, personally where I was going. But after I came back from Mexico, my genius got sick, and when she got sick, we hit her with the elderberry, we hit her with the echinacea, we hit her with a few like natural things. But one of the things I always put in everything was the honey, and it wasn't the honey store bought; it was Jeg's honey. And I'm just saying that, as a shameless plug because she was rebounding like no other when the doctors were saying, it normally take this amount of time. But if I
Yeah,
wasn't really on that, like my wife and I just giving her like genuine stuff, I don't know what could have been, and of course having God around, but honestly,
right, right.
I'm shamelessly saying it like, yo, Jags, you got that work, man. Keep going. Pause.
Hey,
Pause. You got that work though.
Hey,
yeah.
it's some purity, and some blessings in that honey, man. This done
Yes,
been
it
around
is.
for thousands
Many
of years.
benefits.
Many
Many benefits.
benefits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this real quick, y'all. And again, don't y'all be rushing y'all as go. Big Rooster, y'all see what I got on the screen. I need to Big Rooster, let me know. I'm looking for it now. Let me know when you start your live because y'all, it is going down. Things done got
Yeah.
real. Now, people
And the
eat all
only oh
kinds of
yeah.
stuff. People
I
go
only
to
had
Ruth
one
Chris,
more quick
all
segment,
this.
a 5-second spot. But keep doing
Go
your
ahead.
thing,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
that's on you. You sure?
Now, what I'm thinking is, okay, right now, let me find him. Let me find him. Uh, hold on.
He said right now.
He said right now. I'm looking and I don't see it yet. Let me know when you started. Go on and start it, Big Rooster, and then tell me you done started your live, bro. I don't know. You'll be on the phone, so you might not be able to. I'm looking for it. Cause as soon as Big Rooster get this extra long cheese coney popping, baby, the game done switched. I'm finna head over there and
Hey,
check him out.
your
What's up, bro?
saliva ain't gonna touch that not one bit.
It don't matter. I believe in being happy for other people. Damn, I ain't got access to no cheese conies over here, so I'm gonna be happy for him over there. Matter of fact, for anybody else who went here who haven't done it, I've been asking all night. If y'all have shared it out, don't worry about it no more. But if you haven't shared this live out and you still in the bushes, lingering, listening, share this live out so we can all then go over the Big Rooster because you know what I'm saying. Love is love, baby. You ain't got to be selfish with it. You ain't got to be selfish with it. We got J3GS later on tonight with Odoms, like he said. J3GS tomorrow night. Big Rooster show tomorrow night. Gina versus Gina tomorrow night. I think that's
You
about
got
it.
you got the regular gun guy always on a Friday.
RGG. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got RGG.
Yeah.
And that's late night. I can't always catch him. We got Vision Preparedness coming on later tonight too.
Oh yeah, real
So
quick too. Are we talking
go
about
ahead, bro.
tactical
Go ahead.
turkeys? Tactical Turkey Thursdays. Man, yo. It's if you want to know about two-way and just lifestyle two-way, it depends on where you live in, but if you want to
Yeah,
know and then get educated and be around some very smart folks, man, do that.
yeah.
And also shout out to RGG too because they just did the press podcast. you know, with everyone there, Eddie Tactical and everyone. That was yesterday or 2 days ago. All these days are running past me, but
I think that was
episode
2
two,
days ago.
yeah, episode
I think,
two, man, they're on to something different. You know,
well,
you got to recognize when you see something different. I mean, I can go forever about this community,
he,
how
yeah,
advanced it is and how more advanced and we doing stuff. But, you know,
it
I
come on
watch a
later
little
for
bit of
me.
everything. Yeah, but
It
I
come
would
on
catch
way
that
late.
though.
That's why sometimes I have to catch them on the replay. But I will say, you know,
Yeah,
I
tactical
like
turkey
him.
sweep though. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I personally don't necessarily like deal with firearms, so and I've never actually utilized one. But when I get back to the States, I am eager to perhaps maybe you know, familiarize myself with a 5.56, a 12 gauge, I don't know, maybe a 410
Who
or
Yeah, that
educating you
Mossberg
out
ain't
there? Hold
bad
on.
for
How do
you.
you even know that? You reading American literature?
I heard about him. I just heard about him. Yeah, I see stuff on the
Okay.
internet. I see stuff on the internet just like y'all do, man.
Okay.
Let me
YouTube
see.
University.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey,
That YTU, baby. That YTU. I mean, now it ain't like I'm talking about ACOGs and shit, and you know what I'm saying. So,
hey.
hey,
Right.
is big? Do y'all see Big Rooster yet? I'm
I
looking
don't
for
I
him.
don't
I'm
see him
not
yet.
seeing them yet. Nah,
I
not
don't
even
see him
on
yet.
my thing. Nah. Oh wait,
Big
wait,
Rooster.
wait, wait. Yeah, he got 5 in there right now. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Chief
okay,
Tony
bet.
for the fam, homie. He got you added in it. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
bet,
sir.
bet, bet, bet. Let's make it
But
happen.
also let's not forget, you know, vision preparedness tonight. You know, we're gonna be there with the fam and
For sure.
everybody heavy. And oh man, like the closer and closer we get to this holiday season, we got Halloween, Thanksgiving,
There you
Diwali,
go.
we got New Year's, we got everything coming up, right? So many things. And let's not forget, man, it's not about what you can provide, you know, monetarily, you know, through these holidays, right? It's about being present, you know, and I want to remind, if I
You done dropped
can,
the tater tot.
it's about being present, you know. So
Absolutely,
it's all
absolutely.
love,
For
man. Don't
sure.
get overwhelmed by what you can and can't afford. You know, this year is a little crazy, you know. So
That's
do
it.
your best, put your heart in it, you know, mean it. But don't knock yourself too many times because of what you thought you could afford versus other years. Literally, it's just being present is good enough. And people will receive that more than enough. And that's my blessing to y'all.
Well said, sir. Well said, young man. With that being said, family, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming through, showing love.
Peace.
I will see y'all on the flip. Y'all already know what it is. Until the next time y'all see me and I see y'all, I'm gonna be over here being country in another country. Peace.
Yes, sir.